A Guide to Healthy Aging. Disclaimer. This information is not presented by a medical practitioner and is for educational and informational purposes only. The content is not intended to be a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always seek the advice of your physician or other qualified healthcare provider with any questions you may have regarding a medical condition. Never disregard professional medical advice or delay in seeking it because of something you have read or heard. Healthy aging is accomplished by taking steps to better you. When you take steps to better you, you take measures to reverse aging. Aging starts at what time we are born. Aging continues throughout our life. According to experts, none of us can state when our body ages, since after our young adult stage the bodily functions begin to decline. Our body cells slow along with other bodily functions. To slow the aging process, we must eat right, associate, take vitamins, exercise, enjoy herbs and organic dishes, and so on. We must also find support. Support should enjoy caring people, willing to listen to you when you need a friend to talk over your feelings. For these reasons, in this report, we will discuss the aging process, normal processes of aging, victorious healthy aging, disease, longevity, bodily changes, and so on. We will also discuss implications in the aging process, misunderstandings, examples, and more throughout this report. In addition, we will take the time to help you find ways to reduce or slow the aging process so that you can live a long and healthier life. The one thing you will need to consider first is your heart. The heart is our life force that helps control our emotions, thoughts, actions, and so on. The heart requires healthy substances and chemicals to survive. Let's see how the heart can benefit from exercise, support, and more. As we grow older, we experience higher risks of heart disease, cholesterol increase, weakened joints, muscles, and so on. Most people who experience illness often feel frustrated and experience feelings of despair. People who suffer illnesses or tragedies unfortunately set themselves up saying, "It can't happen to me." It can happen to any of us, which is why we should take the steps in our youth to prevent illnesses and tragedies. Many of us fail to take the steps in our youth. It hinders us to a large degree, yet we have options regardless of what we endure. According to experts in aging, heart disease is rising higher these days than ever. The aging progression alone slowly builds up through impulsive changes of the body and mind. The maturity phase carries on starting at childhood as the person works through puberty, teenage, and so on. At this time, the body and mind start to decline. As the person reaches mid-age or moves into advanced aging, the person starts to decline its natural physical functions. Aging alone starts as we are born and carries throughout our life. Through the process, the body has positive reflections on our bodily components and development. Yet as we age, negative effects take hold, which include the declining phase. According to experts in medicine, no one can determine when our body becomes aged. At one time, people 65 and older were considered the aged. Yet today, people are working further on than 65 years of age. In short, people are working in the 70s, 80s, and even 90 years of age today, which returned a different view on the aged. Still, millions of American citizens are falling victim to heart disease, strokes, etc. What can they do? How to relieve emotional strikes after a heart attack. If you've experienced a heart attack, likely you feel frustrated, hopeless, etc. The emotions are common after any illnesses, yet you must take steps to control these negative emotions, since it only causes stress on your body. The stress will wear you down and perhaps lead to another heart attack. Let's stop it now. After illnesses, including heart attack, learn to focus on the day instead of yesterday and tomorrow. You only have control of each day you live. Instead of sweating weeks ahead, try doing something you enjoy. Walking is a great way to reduce the risks of heart attacks. You can also visit friends or family members that make you feel good about you. Support is essential. If you have support, you will have friends and family members who will open their minds to your feelings. You should never allow your feelings to linger in your own mind without expressing what you feel. Express your feelings to people you trust. Take time to listen to them and let these people know what you need. For instance, if you just need a friendly ear, then let them know. Holding back emotions leads to soaring complications. If you can find support groups in your area that is experiencing the same thing as you, then join the team. The support will help you to share information with people who understand what you are going through. It is frustrating to express feelings with people who have not experienced similar illnesses or experiences as you. Try to find someone that you can relate to and speak your feelings. Exercise. Exercise is the leading element we have offered to us in life that helps us reduce any disease, emotional reactions, and so on. When you sit around feeling anxious, depressed, or despaired, you are working toward worse health conditions. Reverse your actions and take the steps to live longer by exercising each day. In addition to exercise, we must visit our doctor regularly. Healthy aging and doctor visits. Many of us despise visiting the doctors all the time, although doctor visits can help keep us healthy. Some people enjoy visiting the doctors since they are aware that it will keep them updated with their health issues. This is a good thing. How visiting your doctor regularly benefits you. We should all go see our doctors at least once a year to get our yearly exam, unless we have illnesses that require frequent visits. This will help your doctor keep watch over your health. The doctor keeps a watch on your blood pressure, checks your heart, and so on. Breast exams, vaginal exams, and other exams are essential for women. Every 6 months, women should seek a pelvic exam, and once a year, depending on age, the patient should get a mammogram. There are a million reasons to see your doctor regularly. If you stay healthy, you will feel better, and you will be running stronger when the rest of us are laying in our bed, wishing we would have listened. How do I find a doctor? Finding a doctor is not hard for some and harder for others. You can check with people and ask them who they have for a doctor, or you can call your local hospital in your area and see who is in your area. Keep in mind that because you do not have a doctor now, it may make you feel uncomfortable when seeing a doctor for the first time. You need to find a doctor that makes you feel comfortable for this reason. You have to have a friendship with your doctor. This way you will feel more at rest. If you do not like your doctor, other doctors are available that you can visit. You just have to find one that you like and go with that one. How frequent doctor visits make you feel healthier? You will feel healthier for one thing when you visit the doctor frequently. Frequent visits will make you feel much better in the end. If there is something wrong with you, the doctor will be able to see it and can, with hopes, fix the problem. But if you don't go to the doctor, he will not be able to fix the problems. Doctors are your best friend. When you have a doctor in your corner, the doctor will take extra care to make sure you are healthy. The doctor can help you live a healthier life so you will look younger and feel younger. Do you know the old saying, "You are as old as you feel"? This can become yours by visiting your doctor frequently. As we grow older, we often feel sluggish. The reason is that our living cells are not replacing dying cells as quickly, as well as other mechanisms within us, such as metabolism, is not producing as quick. This causes us to feel sluggish. To feel better, we need vitamins, herbs, and medications sometimes. What we need is accomplished when we seek professional support, since that support team will evaluate and diagnose your problems. The diagnostics is what determines what the doctor can do to help you feel better. If you ignore the doctor, you may face Alzheimer's disease, heart disease, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, strokes, and so on. Most diagnoses have cures. The problem is most people do not seek medical attention until it is too late. If you are seeking medical support, you can go online, type in your zip code, and conduct a random search. The sites online will offer you a list of doctors in your area. Healthy aging starts at home. Healthy aging starting in your home. We can all appreciate the term aging gracefully. Do we know exactly what this means? When we think of growing older, it is always affiliated with pain and discomfort. We read about ways to improve our inner mind and body, but the focus should also be about our environment. By taking care of our surroundings of where you reside can lead us to a healthy and happy years to come. It is said that home is where the heart is, and your home should be a place of sanctuary. It should not be a source of element and emotional stress. Creating a healthy home is more complicated than you think. Many of us have allergies that sometimes lead to illness. You may want to remove unwanted carpets or other dust catchers, bathing pets on a regular basis, and investing in an air filter. You will find dehumidifiers and humidifiers online, which can help reduce elements in your home that causes allergies. Your home should be nurturing. If there is a lack of comfort in your living space, try the following. Bring the outdoors in. Cut flowers. Bring in pieces of rocks or other natural elements that gives you a sense of nature. Put green plants in your home. This is essential to filtering indoor pollutants. The recommendation for the quantity of plants is 2 plants to every 100 feet. In addition, the plants will distribute natural oxygen throughout your home. What a great way to live a healthy aging life. Fewer items means less frustration. Clean out the clutter. Let go of the things you do not use or need. If you think you need these items, sit down and weigh out the pros and cons. If you see that the cons are higher than the pros, get rid of it. Let it go. In addition, take advantage of the sun. Allow as much sunlight as possible to flow through your house. This gives your home a feeling of warmth. Take care that you avoid direct sunlight, however, for prolonged periods, since the sun can cause harm. Did you know that colors affect you emotionally and affect the way you feel in a home? Every color has a significant meaning that could represent our physical and mental state. For instance, red room. Energizing, supports energy and passion, and creates movement. Great for an exercise room, not beneficial in your bedroom. Yellow room. Inspires organization, intellectual clarity with happy thinking. Even by using the color yellow as accents instead of painting, all walls will be positive. Green room. Brings balance and tranquility, but has the same energizing qualities. Often used as a calming place for thinking for people in trouble or just needing to feel refreshed, since natural is our first established home. We all love nature, rather most of us do. Green plants, flowers, etc. all bring nature into focus, which makes the heart feel good. White room. Essential for feeling cleansed and purified. Remember that too much white brings a sterile environment that can also become isolated. Make sure to accent a white room with a vibrant color when painting all white. This is a perfect color for ceilings to brighten up with sunlight. Improving your life could easily start in the home. Whether it's trying something new with something natural or changing a color, these are easy methods to create harmony and balance in your surroundings, not to mention inspiration and warmth. The more effort you put into aging healthy, the more you will see good results. Tip: animals have proven to be a source of healing. Allow a friendly critter to touch your heart. Remember, healthy aging means to take care of you. Healthy aging means to take care of you. The aging process is going by each and every day of our lives. Stopping the clock is impossible, so we all need to stay healthy and take care of ourselves. There is no way you can turn around the process as we grow older, so accept it and take care. Start working now to take care of yourself as you age. Taking care of yourself now will help slow down those aging diseases. A person can do many things as they get older to take care of their health. You can start out by taking your multivitamins and all other prescriptions your healthcare provider has prescribed to you. Taking vitamins is as important as anything else you can do. Vitamins will provide your body with repair tools. Vitamins will lessen the dangers and the risk of you getting some of the chronic diseases that you can acquire as you age. Diet alone doesn't normally give a person all the vitamins that they need. In fact, experts show that millions of people in the world suffer malnutrition despite the fact that they eat 3 healthy meals per day. People are known to eat too much fast food, go on fads or quick-weight diets that harm the body. This builds stress, which causes lots of vitamins. Maybe you're a person who eats many processed foods because of your busy lifestyle, and there is just no time to cook the right meals. You could be the one that stops off at the fast food place to eat 3 or 4 times a week before going to work or home from work because you're just too tired to fix supper. Remember, eating all that fast food isn't good for the digestive system, and all that fat from them fries isn't good. Take the time to fix a meal and sit down to enjoy it. Doing this will cut down on the calorie intake, and it helps to relieve stress because you're doing something good for you and for your family. Stop worrying about everyone else. Take time out for you. Stress is bad for your heart, which affects your blood pressure, nervous system, and is hard in general on your body. Stress can cause many things, even causing a person to become obese. The world is turning at such a fast pace these days that there is never time to take care of us, so start now. Try doing a little exercise to stay healthy as you age. Every little bit of exercise you do is better than none at all. An average person should exercise at least 3 times a week for 30 minutes. A person has many options when it comes to exercise. Walking is a great exercise since it helps you keep those muscles more flexibly and stronger. How happiness makes you live a longer life. Happiness is another way to stay healthy as you age. If you are not happy, find out why and turn it around so you will be. Being happy and being with friends is always a good way to keep the stress away too. Don't let yourself get depressed and down. It will make your aging come upon you sooner than you want, and it can cause you to be a very sick person. Depression is a sickness, and you want to stay away from all that. Again, there is no way you can stop from aging, so stay in good health and slow it down. Keep yourself happy. Do those exercises and take those vitamins. Staying active helps keep the stress down, keeps you stronger, and you'll feel better for doing it. Healthy aging deserves vitamins and supplements. Healthy aging with vitamins. The aging progression in our bodies is an ongoing thing each day of our lives. Bringing the clock to a standstill is out of the question, so we need to take care of ourselves on a daily basis. It is a known fact that as we age we need a dietary supplement and vitamins to substitute the declining bodily chemicals and substances. Dietary supplements are sometimes needed because as we age, our diets change and we eat less. Sometimes we eat more. As our skin and digestive system starts to change, so do our vitamin levels. In order to keep these levels up, we may need to take a supplement to bring that level up where it belongs, to keep us happy and healthy as we age. Not having the right vitamins can cause cancers and chronic diseases to develop. We all need to understand the vitamins that we need and how they will help keep us healthy and safe. In all, we have 2 different kinds of vitamins. One is fat-soluble, A, D, E, and K, and the second one is water-soluble, B, C, and P. The fat-soluble vitamins, if taken too much of, can turn into a poison toxic. Our bodies produce vitamin D and K, and the vitamins A and E need to come from our food or a supplement to help prevent cardiac disease and some cancers. Therefore, it is very important that you have the right amount of A, C, and E. The water-soluble vitamins help the kidneys to rid of our excess waste on a daily basis, so it is very important to get the right amount daily. You should consult with your physician to learn which vitamins and supplements are best suited for you. Tip: ChiroCleans is a healthy natural herb tea that detoxifies and trims the system. It is designed for both men and women. Note: this tea will cleanse the body of poisons, yet you should note that the tea would cause cramping and frequent bowel movement. As we get older, our diets change and we don't eat like we should. In addition, the foods we buy sometimes don't have all or enough vitamins in them. The farmers are putting fertilizer and chemicals to make their crop larger and better, and with all these chemicals it lowers the vitamins that you get from your diet. Not eating the right diet or not enough can cause your vitamin level to drop. Some things you need to know are that vitamin D is produced from the sun, and the older we get, the less we are outside, so by taking vitamin D, it can help the brittle bones in our body and make them stronger. You can find B12 by eating the right lean red meats, chicken, and drinking skim milk. Taking vitamin B12 and B6, it helps to reduce heart disease. B12 will help the red blood cells produce and maintain the nervous system as well too. Are you not taking vitamins because it is too hard to swallow them? Some of us as we get older have a hard time swallowing. Stay healthy by buying liquid vitamins. If you are not sure which ones come in liquid form, ask your doctor and he can help you decide what you need and tell you if they are in liquid form or not. Some pills can't be cut up or crushed because they lose their strength, so stay healthy and look for the liquid type. One of the most important things about healthy aging is to have a well-balanced meal 3 times a day. Take your medications and vitamins every day as your doctor has prescribed and enjoy life. Your quality of life is essential to maintaining healthy aging. Healthy aging and your quality of life. The quality of healthy aging. From the day we are all born, we age every day. As a young person, we don't think about the later years in our life. We live in a very fast-paced world today, and it causes a lot of stress in our lives, and as time goes on, the stress will affect us increasingly. Everyone, young and old, we all need to care for our bodies and minds. By taking care of ourselves, it keeps us thinking, moving, and helps prevent major illnesses such as cancer and many other diseases. We all have to work at keeping ourselves healthy, and there is no better time than right now. The younger you start taking care of yourself, the better it is. By starting early, you're catching things before they have time to progress. So right now, start off by eating healthy. Keep an eye on that diet and make sure you're not overeating, but eat enough to get vitamins you need to have. A good multivitamin is a good way to start adding supplements to what you don't get in your food. Food doesn't always have the amount of vitamins anymore like they used to, and that starts at the farmer's level. Don't blame the farmer for this, because they are just doing their jobs the same way we all go to ours every day. The farmer has to add fertilizer, chemicals, and even water to their crops to make them grow bigger, faster, and for beauty too. Adding all these chemicals eats up all the natural vitamins that you need. Water has chemicals in it too. One reason why your water needs to be tested at least once a year, especially if you have well water. Once the food is grown and ready to be shipped, it is polished, coated to keep it nice and fresh looking during shipment, which is why this will take away some of the vitamins as well. Try to eat as much homegrown food as you can, and not processed foods. Fresh, homegrown food is the best, since you get natural vitamins. A good multivitamin isn't going to hurt anyone. It is known that people who take a multivitamin every day is in better health than someone who doesn't. Sometimes your doctor may want you to take extra vitamins, as we grow older because our bodies change and sometimes require more of something. In addition, as we grow older, our eating habits change and we don't eat as much, or we want to lose weight and don't eat the right foods. Nevertheless, remember you can lose weight and still eat right. As we grow older, our bodies and mind change. All the stress we had growing up and continue throughout our lives. Relieve that stress as much as possible, because it can do a lot of harm to us. Stress is known to be a major factor for the poor heart conditions, strokes, and it will lower our immune system as we grow older. A regular exercise program is good for all ages and helps relieve stress at the early ages as well. If only families took time out, maybe as a family with their children, and made it a part of their lives, that would help relieve it during the younger years. A person who learns and enjoys exercising on a daily basis will keep doing it as they grow older as well. Exercising will help the older person to keep those bones more flexible so they don't get stiff and weak. The heart gets benefit from exercising too. Exercise will cause the heart to produce naturally by working it harder to keep it highly flavored. Exercising helps to keep our bodies toned up and helps us to lose weight, or at most keeping the weight maintained. Remember, starting early can help later in years to make your life healthier and more contented. Getting good night's sleep is essential to age healthy. Healthy aging and a good night's sleep. Healthy aging is getting a good night's sleep. As we grow older, we need to stay active to keep our bodies and system in shape. The older a person gets, the less our bodies want to function, so keeping it in shape is very important for all of us, even the younger people. Sleeping is very important to all of us as we are aging. Aging brings on a different sleep pattern, and we need to learn how to control it so when it is time to sleep, we sleep well. It is normal as we age that it becomes harder to get a good night's sleep and feel rested when we wake up. Sleeping is as important as our diet and activities. Did you know that it is hard for women to sleep more so than men in their aging years? Women have tendency to feel stressed out more, and they sometimes are just too busy to get themselves into an exercising routine. If you don't get enough sleep at night, it will reduce your alertness during the day because you're tired. Long periods of sleepless nights can cause high blood pressure and isn't good for the heart either. There are many reasons why some people can't achieve a restful night's sleep. Sometimes you might sleep, but it is a light sleep, and we need to have a deep, restful REM sleep. Sometimes you may awaken during the night from pain, perhaps caused from arthritis. Sometimes you may experience heartburn, which causes you to get less sleep. Snoring or feeling depressed sometimes can also cause you to lose sleep. You may have a stressful day followed by the lack of sleep. Muscle spasms can also cause a person to lose sleep. How you can reduce the problems that cause you to lose sleep. Caffeine, alcohol, and nicotine can cause us to lose sleep. Try not to drink liquids before going to bed and stop smoking. Smoking not only harmful to your body, but it can cause you to lose sleep. Excessive noise in the house, the TV or radio in the bedroom, and snoring are some of the reasons that keep us from sleeping. Don't try to go to bed and watch TV or listen to the radio. This will only keep you awake longer. You can learn to enjoy exercises to reduce muscle spasms and/or arthritic symptoms. You can also reduce eating unhealthy foods that cause heartburn or drinking caffeine-based substances before you go to bed to improve your sleeping pattern. Do you have a pet that sleeps with you? Even though you think they are going to give you comfort, it could cause you to lose that precious sleep you need. You may not realize it, but every time your pet moves, maybe snores, you can hear this while sleeping. Maybe you might have to get your pet a bed and let him sleep on the floor next to you. If you have allergies, your pet may be the cause, which can make you lose sleep as well. Napping is not good if you take one during the day for more than 25 minutes. I realize that maybe you're not getting enough sleep during the night and you get tired in the afternoon. However, when you lie down during the day and sleep for a long time, when it is time to go to bed, you've had just enough sleep that you're not as tired. Before you lie down to rest, you should also consider drinking a warm glass of milk. Studies have shown that warm milk helps a person to relax. Learn more about the things you can do to live healthier. Things to do to live healthy while aging. Aging is a natural process we all will face someday. As we age, our body starts to decline, producing natural resources that we all need. As the body declines, aging symptoms develop, including wrinkles, crow's feet, weight gain, weight loss, cellulite, and so on. To reduce the aging symptoms, we must take steps to maintain our health. The do not list. Don't exercise before going to bed. Exercise will get you all pumped up and your heart rate goes up. You'll get yourself going, and then you won't be able to relax. Exercise routines are best done in the morning, since it boosts your energy. When you wake up, work out before you continue your day, since you will find it much easier. On the other hand, some people prefer to work out in the afternoon. If this is you, the afternoon is good as well, since it will boost the energy wasted from the earlier part of your day. Don't overdo it, rather work out at your own pace. Do what your body says you can do. You can work out in the evening, only work out an hour or two before you go to bed. You will increase energy, yet by the time you resume for the night, you will feel relaxed. What keeps you awake? Snoring is something that can keep you awake at night. Sometimes snoring occurs from obesity or sleep disorders and so on. If you have a snoring problem, perhaps visiting your doctor will help you find the answers to your problem. Losing weight by exercising can give you the activity you need for those bones as well as sleeping, and sometimes losing weight isn't bad for us either. Your partner may snore as well, which keeps you awake at night. If your partner snores, ask him or her to visit the doctor to find out if a medical condition exists. It's better to know now rather than wait until it's too late. Depression and stress can keep us from getting a restful night's sleep. Try practicing yoga. Yoga will help you develop meditation skills. The skills you acquire will help you to relax. Yoga workouts reduce ugly depressive symptoms, which include stress. Aromatherapy and listening to music will also help you to relax and lessen that depression and stress. If you don't seem to be having any luck with whatever you try, and you're still waking up in the morning feeling like you haven't had any sleep forever, consult your physician. Talk to your doctor to see if he has any ideas that can help you live healthy. Perhaps your doctor can provide you with healthy sleeping remedies that allow you to sleep peacefully. Eating healthy. Eating healthy is another great way to live a healthy aging life. When you eat the proper food groups daily, you are building your body by providing it with vitamins, minerals, and other nutrients it requires to live healthy. As you grow older, however, your body will need more of one thing than it will of another. Ask your doctor about a diet suitable to help you grow healthy as you age. Vitamins and herbs are a great way to increase your health and reduce risks of disease. If your body gets the proper vitamins it needs, your body will work to live longer. You have a wide selection of vitamins available to you, yet you should learn about the two groups before taking regimens. Look up the water and fat soluble. Herbs will provide you a health kit that assists you with healthy aging as well. Activities promote healthy aging. Activities promoting healthy aging. Lack of activities can prevent you from living healthy. When you do not enjoy activities, you may feel fatigue or find it difficult to sleep at night. When you awake in the morning, you may feel tired until you finally fall asleep. As we age, our body changes, and we have to make changes to accommodate our lives. Having a good night's sleep makes the mind think more clearly. A good night's sleep also boosts your energy while controlling your weight. You can also make decisions with less stress. Sleeping well at night makes our immune system stronger to keep us healthier. Researchers have proved that a good night's sleep is necessary for our health. Researchers have found that lack of sleep reduces the growth hormones in our bodies, since it changes muscles to fat. Sleep overall is most important, yet it stands behind activities. To improve your health, try walking each day. Walking will help to loosen our muscles, reduces stress and depression along with anxiety. By relieving these things, it will help us to sleep for a longer and deeper period. So when we wake up in the morning, we feel happier and more rested. When you exercise, you get a good night's sleep, which promotes metabolism. Without the right amount of sleep, our bodies crave energy. Our body will release insulin or glucose into the bloodstream, which slows down metabolism. This action causes the body to gain weight rather than to control weight. When a person feels exhausted, they will feel weak and repressed from enjoying activities. This leads to additional problems. Sleeping right balances out our bodies, giving us more energy, leading to more activities that will satisfy our sleep needs. What to avoid? To rest properly and feel active, you must reduce your intake of caffeine, nicotine, harmful chemicals such as over-the-counter meds that keep you awake, alcohol, and so on. The chemicals and substances will keep you awake. Try to avoid drinking anything after 8 p.m. in the evening. Nicotine should be avoided if possible, yet if you must smoke, try to avoid smoking after 8 p.m. Start a walking program in the morning to help wake you up while boosting your energy. You will feel better since the joints will feel flexible enough to move freely. In addition, walking will help you burn fat and calories. You'll notice a big change in how you feel the rest of the day. Start out walking at a slow and steady pace for as far as you're comfortable. Each day, pick up the pace a bit and walk further. Just remember when walking that you want to work up to a steady, brisk walk to make you sweat, but not out of breath. Take a short walk before and after meals to calm your nerves and burn calories too. It will give you energy, relieve that stress from the long day, and help you sleep. If you start a walking program for yourself, it is a lot more fun if you have someone to go with you. Talk to that neighbor you don't know, and maybe they'll walk with you. Just think about it. You'll be acquainted with someone new. Talk about new things will relieve stress and get you into exercise as well. This might help that neighbor too, who maybe hasn't seen or talked to anyone in a couple of days, and then they can sleep better at night. After walking that brisk walk you're doing, be sure to cool down. When walking at a vigorous pace, your heart rate will go up, and it needs to be back to normal. Just walk a bit slowly and relaxing until you've cooled down. If you can't go to sleep at night, instead of getting up and turning on the TV, try pacing around the house. Do some stretching and shake your arms and legs. Even walking around the house can relax you, especially when everyone else is in bed, and you can relax more. Your brain plays a part in healthy aging as well. The brain and healthy aging. Growing older and learning from your mistakes is a clear sign that our brain is improving. The brain will improve as we learn. In return, it helps us to live a better life. We live longer and learn new skills that help us to develop a healthier way of living. Our brain has learned a lot from our younger days. All of those skills you accomplished made the brain stay healthy. Remember, practice makes perfect, and as we grow older, the more practice we get. The more we learn, the quality of talking grows and improves even more. We need to learn how to manage stress too, because stress will damage the circuit in your brain. As you grow, you become wiser. The challenges and opportunities along with making decisions were all improving the brain. Be positive on life and ready for new challenges. The brain works by increasing knowledge, and it builds the connecting elements in the brain that make us function well. You're never too old to learn something new. As you grow older, keep your connection with your family and friends. The more we stay in contact with our family and friends, we are keeping our mental sharpness working. You can learn from them, and it will help to maintain your mental sharpness each day that goes by. Your diet is very important to keep the brain healthy as we grow older. Eat as many colorful fruits and leafy vegetables as you can. Vegetables are known to help your brain to perform and become better. If vegetables can help prevent cancer, it has to be good for the brain as well. Fruits and vegetables are full of antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals, along with being low in fat and calories. Antioxidants have proven to benefit us since it contains vitamins known to reduce dying or damaged cells. Eat those blueberries. The color is known to improve short-term memory. Very few doctors disapprove of taking multivitamins and herb supplements. As we get older, our diets change by eating less. Just as careful and make sure that your dosage isn't going to react to your medications. Vitamins are good to take to replace what you don't get in your diet, but first consult with your physician to make sure you're taking what you need. Stress busters. Stress can take over our lives, making it harmful to your bodies and brain as well. There isn't a way a person can relieve all stress, but we can decide what can be eliminated and concentrate on what you can do to relieve the rest by bringing pleasure to yourself. It is very important that you don't let stress take over your life. Stress causes depression easier as we grow older. The brain releases stress hormones to help you manage some stress, but if too many hormones are released, it can damage the nerve cells. Depression can set in if the hormones are released too much and too fast. Relieve those stressful elements that cause you misery. Relieving stress isn't easy for anyone. You have to forget about the things you have no control over and fix the ones you do. Try taking a walk or do some kind of activity to relax that brain, not stress it. Putting some fun into your life and make yourself happy again. Sometimes it takes a while to make changes in your life, as we grow older, to fit your health and needs. Changes are hard to do, and it sometimes becomes a challenge, but in the end, it will relieve stress and improve the brain by giving it a new learning experience. Healthy aging starts with stress reduction. Healthy aging starts with stress reduction. People are often unaware of what stress can do to their body and mind. Stress is bad for the heart. Stress will give you headaches or make you feel depressed. Stress can do many harmful things to your body and mind, yet in some instances stress is good. Balancing stress is the key to living healthier. If you live with unhealthy stress, you will need to take action to reduce the volume. You have many options to relieve stress. Where does stress come from? Stress develops from many different things. For instance, bills can cause you stress. Not paying your bills on time due to lack of funds can cause stress. Not having a job or kids can stress you out to the max. In addition, bad relationships can wear on your nerves. What can you do to get relief from stress? Some of the things that may help you to find relief from stress include reading a good book. Wrap yourself up in a warm blanket or cool area depending on the weather and enjoy a good book. Writing is one of the top keys that help you to reduce stress. When you are overloaded with stress, write down your feelings, emotions, thoughts, and so on. Writing is a great exercise. Put it to good use. Avoid overdoing it so that you learn to enjoy writing rather than feeling frustrated at the thought of writing. You could also enjoy a nice hot bubble bath. Add some candles around the tub, soak, and enjoy. There are many ways that people can find relief from stress. You have to decide on the best way for you to find that relief. Go with whatever works best for you. If you can't find a way to do it on your own, perhaps you can visit your family doctor, a counselor, a friend or family member that will guide you to reducing your stress. Support is a great tool. Build up a support group that helps you live healthier rather than wearing you down. What does stress do to my body? Stress will do a lot to your body if you let it. It will control your emotions, thoughts, actions, behaviors, bodily functions, and so on. If you allow stress to control you, it will bring you down to nothing, making you feel worthless. Stress can do a lot of damage to your body as well as your mind. What can I do so I am not so stressed? Stress can be reduced by minimizing bad habits. Try paying your bills on time if possible. If you cannot pay your bills on time due to insufficient funds, pay enough to avoid shut-off notices. You may want to set up a budget so that you spend wisely. Help is only a phone call away as well. Pick up your phone book, talk to people in your area, etc., since you just may find money available to help those with low incomes pay bills. Another good way to avoid stress is to stay away from those who drag you down. If you have friends or family members feeding you negativity, let them go and find positive friends instead. Sometimes tough love is our way of saying, "I've had enough." In addition, you can learn to eat healthy, exercise, and put away those things that wear on your health. For instance, if you smoke, drink excessively, use drugs, etc., you are wearing heavily on your nerves. Put these things behind you if possible. Otherwise, seek help to put these things behind you. You have many options. Check your resources to learn what is available to you. Success is part of healthy aging, since you can live longer. Success and healthy aging. How to understand healthy aging. Healthy aging is defined as a process that does not implicate disabilities and disease. Living a healthy aging involves removing these debilitating conditions. To leave this world of old age is healthy living. When you can go out without having conditions that end your life sooner, you have lived a healthy life. Someone who stays active throughout their life can reduce aging symptoms, such as crow's feet, wrinkles, etc. The person that can maintain activities and take care of themselves can also keep their teeth longer, at least most. Most active people will enjoy life longer than those who sit on the couch holding it down. According to medical experts, the number of elders entering nursing facilities has decreased. Yet people 85 years of age are becoming an increasing figure. Disabilities of people between 74 and 85 have also decreased according to medical experts. People 65 years of age and older has reduced incapacitating illnesses as well as according to medical experts. This means that people are taking life more seriously, obviously. Otherwise, we would see ongoing conditions in society. According to medical experts also, the average person living active cannot live past 125, yet the number of people living past 90 is increasing. According to medical experts, the average life expectancy is past 90, yet some people manage to live past 120. This is due to transient conditions, and its changes according to experts. Ironically, common aging is complex for the reason that impairments and illnesses may develop through the process of aging. Some of the diseases that cause rapid aging are due to heredity. One must learn the processes in DNA to understand and relate to this factor causing rapid aging. One example of common aging is seen when a person eats carbohydrates. As we grow older, carbs will increase the level of blood sugar naturally. This is common, yet it is not normal when the blood sugar rises for a person with any type of diabetes. As you can see, the senescence is obvious in natural changes, while it is not always understandable with unnatural conditions. On the same note, common aging includes forgetfulness, comprehension decline, and so on. Yet if a person has signs of progressive conditions, such as dementia, which emerges from Alzheimer's disease, thus its clear aging is unhealthy and unnatural. You want to understand genetics to relate to this condition. Our body goes through many changes, which in medical terms is known as senescence. Medical experts, as well as the general population, find it difficult to understand common aging signs, since avoidable illnesses, accidents, etc., and non-biological aspects play a role as well. Unnatural causes, such as drinking alcohol excessively, drugging, overeating, and so forth, is factored into common aging and uncommon aging. Doctors also consider prolonged existence when dealing with healthy aging. When considering healthy aging, one must take in consideration that longevity plays a part as well. Longevity has changed since the 19th centuries. Nowadays, women are living well past 90, and men are living well beyond 80 years of age. Again, transience or mortality has changed, which has decreased living expectancy. To live a healthy and long life, one must take steps to reduce aging. One must take care of their teeth, and overall body and mind. In fact, taking care of your teeth and gums can reduce your chances of heart disease. Experts found that the teeth and gum link to nerves that can submit poisons to the heart, thus causing heart attacks and strokes. To learn more about teeth and gums, speak with your dentist. Healthy aging starts with positive thinking. Healthy aging starts with positive thinking. How to think positive. Many people wander the earth believing that they lack the strength and power to achieve their goals. This negative mechanism holds them down. You can gain motivation and live healthier by simply telling yourself, I can do it. Anything you put your mind to, you can do it if you want to. How to tell yourself, I can do it. Just say today I'm going for a short walk. Tomorrow I will walk a little longer than the first day. You have to be in control of your thoughts, actions, behaviors, etc. by building your power of the mind. Nevertheless, if you do not put your mind to it and you decide that you do not want to become active, and then you are only living a life filled with shortcomings. Your negative reflections will defeat the purpose of getting your thoughts in control. Saying I will do it later is another negative reflection. This is called procrastination, which leads to laziness. Laziness leads to weak muscles and joints, which gradually builds up to medical problems. Take control of your thoughts. If you want to do something bad enough, you will do what you have to do to get where you want to be. You need to make a goal and stick to it. Create plans that help you reach your goals, and take action each day to achieve. When you give up, it is a sign that you lack faith in yourself, and it is a clear indication of weakness. You need faith to stay strong, as well as you need positive thinking to strive. Good results. Having a positive attitude will give you a jump start to a healthier life. Keep on pushing. Do not stop once you get started. Instead, go until you reach your goal. When times get hard and you don't think you can go on, just remember, I can do it. This always keeps your head up and your mind open. Don't dwell on something that you can't change. Rather, focus on the things that you have power to change. How to continue positive living. To stay positive, you have to admit your feelings and express them. If you feel depressed or frustrated, just say it aloud. There is nothing wrong with showing emotions, providing you do not beat up your best friend physically to express those emotions. Stay in control and express what you feel. You have to talk about how you feel and don't blame yourself, but try to figure out why you are so depressed and frustrated. Failing to discover your intentions or reasons will reduce your control, especially if you do not understand what you need or want. Do not worry about this cause. Rather, find your wants and needs, and the cause will come to you. Here is some pointers that might help you to get where you want to be. You have to look for a good role model and become acquainted with their way of thinking positively. Try to talk positive and avoid negative talk. Seek some support from friends and family. Reward yourself with a massage or listen to your favorite music. Make a plan and stay with it no matter what. Just remember, you can do whatever you want to do, and keep your mind set for the good things and not the bad things. This will make you feel better and make you a happier person. If you're happy, you will have a healthier life. Don't forget to create a goal. Don't make the goal so high that you won't be able to keep it, but make it so that you can meet your goals. The aspects of healthy aging are some areas one may need to consider to feel better about themselves. The aspects of aging and staying healthy. Money is the root of all evil, and as we age, our money becomes less and less. You still need to keep in mind that you have to stay healthy. Staying healthy is the key to a long and better life. The older we get, the more we think we know what is going on when we're sick and not feeling well. It is very important to know when it is time to make that visit to your doctor's office. It is good to know how to take care of yourself, but there are some things that if let go long enough, it could be too late. Over-the-counter drugs may not be the right decision. Recently, studies showed that some over-the-counter drugs are causing serious side effects. Your doctor can help you to find which over-the-counter or medications to help you stay well. When you do break down and make that appointment or go to the emergency room for care, you need to be able to work with a doctor. Your doctor needs to know what you're already taking at home for the problem, so he doesn't give something that will counteract to your home remedy. Tell your doctor about all your past history of illness. He needs to know what immunization shots you have had and what treatments you've had in the past. If you can't remember, keep records and dates handy. Knowing about your family health is important as well. Some illness runs in the family, and the doctor needs to have an idea what to look for when he makes his diagnosis. Always keep a list of current medications you are taking, including the over-counter drugs. When you go to see your doctor, write down questions you may have. Ask him to explain. Always ask questions if he says or does things that you are not sure what they are for. Remember, a question not asked is a stupid one. Tell him if you are already taking a drug and you don't feel like it is helping. If you don't agree with what your doctor is saying, always feel free to get a second opinion. Routine checkups are very important to a healthy you. Having routine checks may not seem important, but there could be something going on, and maybe your doctor can catch it in time before it progresses too far. Make sure you get your flu and pneumonia shots every year as recommended. The shots may not stop you from getting the flu, but it can lessen it so that you won't be sick. Get out to help that depression, which sets in older people faster than others do. Maybe take some classes on diet and exercise. There you will learn and meet new people. The activities will be good for all. If you don't want to take classes, try a support group to meet people. Most importantly, don't take your health into your own hands. I know with the high cost of medications and health care, it prevents us from receiving the care we need. Still, you will find resources available to help you get that care. One little thing like a sore throat that won't go away could be a serious problem, and it is very risky in the end. So don't just keep trying to treat it yourself. This is what doctors are all about. See your doctor, especially if you are experiencing a squeezing in the chest, having severe pain, your vision is blurred, trouble talking and swallowing, feeling weak on one side or the other, dizzy or confused. Your doctor may find something more serious than you think it is. In addition, if you notice blood in your urine or stool, depression set in for any length of time, and a fever lasts longer than it should see your doctor. Remember, taking your health into your own hands increases your risk of uncommon aging. Staying fit is as important as healthy aging. Staying fit and healthy aging. The aging process starts from the day we are born. A person may not realize it, but we need to work on staying fit and healthy every day. In the end, you'll feel and look younger all during the aging progression. There are many things you can do to stay healthy and feel good. Watch your diet and continue activities throughout the course of your life. Your diet has a lot to do with aging and health. Your diet contains vitamins, minerals, and other nutrients you need to stay healthy. If you are overweight, try getting yourself into an exercise program. Walking is a great program to get involved. Start out walking gradually and work your way up to 12 to 15 miles by walking 2 or 3 times a week. Walking brings up the heart rate, making it do its work. You can loosen the tight and stiffness in your legs, and besides losing weight with the diet, it will help you to tone your muscles. Combine weightlifting with your walk agenda, but don't overwork yourself, because it will make your muscles sore. Along with your new walking and weightlifting program, trim down your diet and take supplements to make up for the vitamins you are cutting out. Exercising will burn up some of your vitamins too, so make sure you take enough, but not too much of the supplements. If you are not sure about the amount to take, consult your physician. As you build new activities, you will be meeting people, and that always gives you something new to talk about to help keep the depression away. You will need encouragement and support throughout your goal to stay healthy. Seek support from family, friends, or people with the same goals. As we grow older, high cholesterol becomes a health issue with most of us. Your new walking program is a good start to lowering your levels. 2 miles a day, 3 times a week will help you to lower your cholesterol by helping you to lose the excess weight you've put on in the last couple of years. If walking doesn't seem to be helping to level out your cholesterol, try eating 7 nuts. The combination of both will sometimes bring it to balance. Be sure your doctor knows what you're doing as these things continue. Grease is good in nuts and olive oil to help lower the blood pressure and blood sugar as well. Try changing your diet and eat more whole grain foods while you cut back on the meat you love so much. Instead of using fats that spread, use olive oil and canola margarine. As a snack, sneak in those nuts. Has your blood pressure gone up in your older years? Try adding 3 servings of low-fat dairy products to your diet. Calcium, magnesium, and potassium are good to help lower the blood pressure. Cancer is always a threat to us young or old, so we need to start early on trying to help prevent it. Vitamin D is a good vitamin to take along with getting 10 to 15 minutes a week of sun with no sunscreen on. Watching your diet and taking vitamins helps reduce the risks of getting colon, breast, or ovarian cancer. Ovarian cancer for women is very common, yet women have the power to lower their risks. Green and black tea 2 times a day, or even eating an apple or grapefruit will help. Anything that is high in antioxidants is good. Mixing your foods to cover everything daily is a good idea so you don't get bored eating the same things all the time. Mixing up what you eat in a recipe or on your plate the nuts may be some black-eyed peas, whole grain wheat bread, or cereal, and add a little peanut butter on that bread. Changing your foods that you eat may not stop you from getting cancer, but it is known to lower the risk and help prevent it. Remember, you're not a doctor, so be sure to have regular checkups. The stressful actions behind healthy aging include taking action. The stressful actions behind healthy aging. Learning to manage stress can help you feel better about you, since you will feel healthier. Stress can be a bad thing, yet you have the power to control stress. If you let stress control you, it will affect your health. You will likely feel sick all the time, or feel like there is not hope in your world even if there is hope. For this reason, you want to learn how to take control. How can I take control of stress? The first thing you need to do is take a long look. Is your situation so demanding that it stresses you? Get a view on life and decide if you want the positive or negative things offered to you. Figure out how stress will affect your health to see if it is worth hanging on to the negative. Next, ask, do you eat right and do you get enough rest? How's your diet? Is it a healthy diet or is it a junk food diet? How do people learn to deal with stress? People learn to deal with stress all the time. It will take time, yet if you want it bad enough, you will do it. You have to learn how to cope with the stress before you can deal with it. However, if you do this, it will make it easier for you and you will stay healthy. Therefore, the answer to your question is to learn new coping skills. How can stress affect my health? Stress can affect you in many ways. Stress can make you feel sick more than normal. Stress can make it difficult for you to make decisions since it affects your concentrating. Your normal sleeping patterns can be affected by stress. Some people experience off-balance eating habits. Some people will eat more than normal and others will not eat at all. You might develop high blood pressure. You could also be affected to the point of living with heart disease. Stress causes anxiety and depression. Stress can affect your overall mental and physical character. You need to learn how to control stress before it takes over and controls you. You cannot just jump in and take control, however, since it takes time to learn how to control stress. Still, the effort you put forth is the gain you get back. How do I find ways to control my stress? You have many options. To learn how you can control stress, consider who you are and what you want from life. You can write down things that stress you the most. Keep in mind some things in life you have no control of. For instance, you have children who will cause you stress. Perhaps you have a job, and sometimes it causes you stress. As you age, sometimes as a parent you feel helpless since you have no control over your adult children. Remember, these children have rights to make their own choices, which may affect you, but you have no control. Let it go. Do not spend your time worrying or yelling at the children, since they are grown and will do what they please, just as you did in your youthful years. Work on you, not anyone else, since it is the key to finding ways to control your stress. Learn how to say no and mean it. This is a great way to reduce stress. Do not be afraid of hurting someone's feelings. If they cannot handle no, then the person likely feels rejection and needs help for themselves. Setting limits mean you have to do what has to be done first for you before someone else. Learning to manage your stress is not going to be easy, but it can be done with some work and willpower. Do you take herbs? Herbs helping with healthy aging. Many herbs can help you maintain good health. If you are healthy, you will feel better in all areas. Herbs are like vitamins. Herbs are all natural, so they will not harm you. On the market, you will find herbs of all sorts. How are herbs used and what do they do? Herbs are used for many reasons. Herbal teas are used to cleanse the digestive system or overall internal body. Herbs are used as medicines, vitamins, supplements, etc. It depends on what you want to use the herbs for, which ones you get. You will find herbal teas used to treat common colds as well. Herbs are available to help reduce wrinkles or other aging features. Some of the popular herbs include kava kava. Kava is used to reduce anxiety. Kava will help you relax and sleep well. Another herb is plum flower. The herbs are used to treat people who suffer with various illnesses, including migraines, hypertension, cancers, heart disease, gastrointestinal problems, common headaches, and so on. Emperor is great for the souls who feel restless often. GUI-PI supplements are great for workaholics. The herbs work to nourish the mind. Eleutherio supports the system by providing you with improved blood circulation. Ginkgo biloba is a great herb that increases blood circulation. The herbs will help the lungs function properly while distributing or promoting oxygen flow, which in turn produces freedom of blood flowing to the brain. If you have difficulty with joints and muscles, which may be caused by arthritis, bursitis, or some other type of joint, muscle, or spinal disease, you may find benefit from tea pills. Inflamed joints cause pain and swelling. You will find joint-specific tea inflammation pills that assist with relieving you of these symptoms. During mid-age, you may take delight in the rejuvenating teas. The teas will help you feel good. On the market, you will find many helpful herbs that promote healthy aging. One of the better herbs for those suffering with memory loss or forgetfulness is ginkgo biloba herbs that support healthy brain functions. Ginkgo biloba, designed to enhance mental alertness, is a great herb as well. How do I find more information about herbs? You can find all sorts of herbs you want at most Walmart stores. Herbs are sold in malls, herbal stores, drug stores, and so on. You will find herbs online as well. It is good to check out the herbs online since you will have additional details that will help you to learn what herbs are used for. Just remember to ask your family doctor before you take herbs. Some medications work against herbs despite that the herbs come from natural resources. How do I know herbs are safe for me to take? Herbs are natural, so in most cases herbs are very good to take. Herbs rarely cause side effects like many other drugs sold. In some instances, however, people have experienced side effects, which cause is not clear. This is why you should visit your doctor first before taking any herbs, over-the-counter meds, or vitamins. For the most part, if you find the FDA-approved herbs, you may not experience side effects. Keep in mind, though, the FDA, U.S. government, pharmaceuticals, and so on keep some herbs out of this country, since they have proven to cure certain diseases. The U.S. is backed by greed, which enforces particular people to focus on month rather than healthy people. For this reason, you should decide at your own risk. Most importantly, however, you want to consider the herbs and its purpose first. Sleep disorders can reduce healthy aging. Learn how. Sleep disorders and healthy aging. The U.S. studies has shown that around 70% of the citizens do not get the proper rest they need. For this reason, people are suffering poor health, depression, and so on. Getting proper rest will help you keep your health in good condition. When you lack proper rest, it affects your concentration. To stay healthy, you need proper rest, sustenance, and exercise daily. As a person ages, the body goes through senescence, or changes out of the ordinary. The bodily functions start to decline its actions. For that reason, we may suffer sleep disorders, including insomnia. What you should know. According to philosophers, theorists, experts, etc., women are likely to experience insomnia more so than men. While many citizens find it difficult to fall asleep, some of us suffer insomnia, which is harder on our health. On the other hand, if you sleep too much during waking hours, it will affect your concentration, impair your memory, and cause other problems as well, such as sleeping at night. If you get too much sleep, just like insomnia, you may incur high blood pressure. Heart disease and strokes are commonly caused from insufficient or oversleeping as well. You should also learn about sleep apnea, which is a common sleep disorder. This disorder is harder to detect than any other sleeping ailment. Sleep apnea is often noted by sleeping partners. Doctors can rarely detect the disorder until a sleeping partner comes forward. The disorder causes the person to wake up all through the night, gasping for air. During the day hours, the person often drifts into sleep uncontrollably. The factors behind sleep disorders. Sleep disorders, which causes interruption of restful relaxation, can alter your internal organs. Your patterns and rhythms may change often. Your bodily functions will flip out and feel confused, causing a series of interruptions. You may experience joint and muscle pain, especially at the legs, or you may snore at night. The factors can lead to high risks of illnesses, depression, etc. To avoid such complications, you will need to reduce stress and perhaps seek help for your sleep disorder. What should I avoid? When you find it difficult to sleep, try staying away from caffeine after 7 p.m. Avoid nicotine and alcohol also before going to sleep. If you find it difficult to drift into sleep, try counting sheep. This will bore your mind watching visual captures of sheep jumping over a fence repetitiously. Some people can fall asleep watching television. If it works for you, do it. If you are one of those people who listen to music and television and it starts your adrenaline flowing, then leave it alone. You want to avoid eating or exercise before heading to bed as well. Exercise will boost metabolism. Eating may cause indigestion. Helpful tips. If you find it difficult to sleep at night, try adjusting the room temperature, especially if you feel uncomfortable. Turn out the light so that the room is dark, unless you need a nightlight due to consistent waking at night due to restroom visits. If you are afraid of the dark, keep in mind that burglars can easily trip in dark areas versus lighted areas. This gives you the advantage of calling for help since you are aware that someone is in your home. If the lights are on, you are inviting the burglar to stroll freely, tiptoeing through the house without awakening you. This country unfortunately teaches us to run to a lighted area when in danger. Sometimes the light can get you killed. If you find it difficult to sleep at night, you will likely need medical attention, especially if the problem is ongoing. Longevity and healthy aging is based on many factors. Longevity and healthy aging. Since the 19th century, common prolonged existence or longevity is greater than before. At one time, the average male expected to live up to the mid-40s, while the average female expected to live until the late 40s. This seems illogical since many of our older generation of people born in the 1900s are still around today. As our system advanced, experts found that people were living beyond the 70s and 80s. The longevity has changed dramatically, providing the people gain. Still, in recent times, men are expected to live over 80, and women are expected to live past 90. Rarely do you see someone who has lived past 100 years of age. According to experts, a person living past 125 years of age has the same odds of finding a needle in a large haystack. Most people can live past 90, however, providing they have quality medical care and their hereditary makeup is healthy. Many illnesses today emerge from poor eating habits, lack of exercise, poor sleeping habits, and bad habits such as excessive drinking, drugs, nicotine, etc. Still, some people are marked at the beginning since they have genetic makeup that poses threats to their health. According to experts, genetic makeup is responsible for some cases of Alzheimer's disease, heart disease, and so on. According to experts, genetics influences a person's longevity. If a person has a family history of disease, their risks are higher of coming in contact with the same or similar disease. In short, if a person has a high risk of genetic factors, the person will likely have a shorter living expectancy. How do doctors consider longevity? Doctors review family history to search for genetic factors that may show short or long life expectancy. If you have a history of diabetes, the doctor will take actions to reduce your risks, yet it may not help stop the disease. Doctors also consider your lifestyle. Do you smoke? Do you have an alcohol problem? Do you have drug problems? Do you have anorexia or bulimia? Do you exercise? If you answered no to each question, then likely you will live a longer and improved life. On the other hand, if you answered yes to these questions, you can expect to live a shorter lifespan. Doctors will also consider factors such as environment when considering longevity. If you live in an area where toxins are high, likely you will have unnatural exposure to these toxins, which shortens your life. Even if your genetic makeup illustrates longevity, your environment plays a part in how long you can live. Doctors consider medical care. If you have a history of visiting your doctor often, then you will have a better chance at living healthy. Medical care is the process of reducing risks of disease, preventing disease, and finding treatments for pending disease. What you should know. Did you know that some types, if not all cancers, are curable providing the disease is spotted early? Did you know that Alzheimer's disease is curable if the disease is caught in the early stages? Did you know that most diseases are curable providing the disease is caught at an early stage? If you know this, you will see that medical care is essential to live healthy while aging. Since the 19th century, medical experts have come a long way. In addition, the experts continue to find ways to help people live a longer life. Doctors took their roles in life because they care about your health, at least most. Therefore, listen to the considerations that doctors focus on to help you live a healthy aging life. Bodily changes have much to do with healthy aging. Bodily changes and healthy aging. From the beginning of our birth, our body endures many changes. As we reach young adolescence, however, the body experiences a series of senescence, or bodily changes abnormal, which the bodily functions start to decline. The body makes these changes which most people will notice the difference. The musculoskeletal system is the first area that most diseases and illnesses start. For this reason, once a person turns 35 years of age, regardless of their activities, athletic nature, etc., still one can reduce such disease by avoiding injuries to the muscles and joints. You can do this by avoiding accidents when possible, abuse, excessive alcohol, drugs, tobacco, and so on. You can increase your health by exercising, eating healthy, socializing with positive people, and avoiding environmental toxins. Visiting your doctor is essential to prevent disease as well. When you visit your doctor, he takes the time to study your physical status based on the family history you gave to him. The doctor will consider family history, including hereditary diseases. Your doctor will take family history into consideration as he studies diagnostics, cures, prevention, and treatment to help you avoid disease. As noted earlier, our body starts to refuse by age 35, which our sensory organs will also start to take a rain check. At this time, the eyes are affected since they cannot remain focused on objects up close. In medical terms, this condition is known as presbyopia. This is why you see many people in the world over the age of 40 wearing glasses, contact lenses, bifocals, and so on. Still, you see the younger generation with these same needs, which is a clear sign that aging progression is starting earlier for some. This is a note signaling hereditary makeup or lifestyle based on environment, etc. Many people as they grow older lose a degree of hearing. In some instances, people go deaf after 40. This condition is called presbycusis, which is a sign of aging. Since this condition is common for those aging, it is natural to dislike things you once liked. For instance, if you enjoyed concerts when you were younger and now find that you do not enjoy concerts at all, it is because your hearing has changed, which means that the high pitch of hearing is affected, which slowly wore down the lower hearing tone. When hearing is impaired, it often seems like those talking are inarticulate. Since the hearing is tarnished, the person will hear speech differently. For instance, the use of K may sound distorted, which affects comprehension. In other words, a person older may hear the CH in a word, such as shoot up, and think that someone is telling them to shut up. The CH is distorted. You can help those with hearing difficulties by learning sign and body languages to help them relate to you. These people can also benefit from hearing aids or assisted listening devices. These devices act as hearing aids, since it allows a person to block out noise in the background while focusing on the speaker. We see natural healthy aging in this picture, yet in some instances aging signs are unnatural. For instance, if you incur lung cancer based on your history of smoking or being around secondhand smoke, then the cause is unnatural. As a person grows older, his or her weight changes as well, and more so for those with a family history of obesity. The body fat starts to change up to 30% by the time a person reaches 40. The changes affect the body tremendously, since this is the start of wrinkles and other natural aging signs. Are you searching for the vitamins that promote healthy aging? Vitamins promoting healthy aging. People do not realize what vitamins can do for them. Vitamins are great for those who need them. On the other hand, if you have sufficient vitamins, then you will not need regimens of vitamins. Building vitamins in your system which has too much already or sufficient nutrients can cause harm. Vitamins will make you look younger and feel younger as well as make you feel good about yourself, providing you need regimens suited for your system. How do I learn what vitamins are good for me? We get natural vitamins in the foods we eat. Sometimes you do not get the right amount, so you have to take vitamins, which come in many ways. You get them in a pill form, liquid, powder, etc. If the vitamins you choose do not work for you, your doctor can give you a shot. You can get almost all the vitamins you may need at local drugstores. You will find vitamins at supermarkets, department stores, and so on. If you cannot determine which vitamins are right for you, check with your doctor. He may have some recommendations. In fact, you should visit your family doctor first and ask him or her which vitamins may be suitable for your body type. How vitamins help you. Taking vitamins will help you relieve stress. Vitamins will help you control your weight and help keep you from getting sick from the common cold and the flu. There are many vitamins to help you out. You can check out at your local pharmacy many different kinds. Your pharmacist is your best friend as well as your doctor. He or she may be able to help you find out which vitamins are best suited for your body type. What kinds of vitamins should I consider and for what purpose? You have a wide array of vitamins to choose from, including B1, B12, B6, E, D, K, A, and so on. B1 is designed to help your heart function in order. The vitamin will assist your central nervous system as well, helping you to have a better attitude in life. B1 will give you energy, since it is known to swap blood sugar, transferring it to energy. B1 promotes a healthy mucous membrane and will promote the muscular and cardio functions. How to decide if you need vitamins. Some things that you may feel if you are low on vitamins are fatigue. You may feel muscle tenderness or experience insomnia. Insomnia can benefit from melatonin supplements. You can get natural vitamins from cornbreads, nuts, oatmeal, cereal, wheat, and so on. Eat plenty of veggies and fruits also to get the vitamins you need. If you have colds, you can benefit from vitamin C. If you are searching for anti-aging vitamins, consider E, since according to experts, vitamin E is responsible for preserving oxygen in the blood, reducing more than 40% of the oxygen amount the heart needs as well. Vitamin E also has been linked to influential anticoagulants. Some experts believe the vitamin will slow blood clotting by dilating the blood vessels. If you're searching for the vitamin to help you stay young and healthy, then vitamin E that contains 200 units is for you. According to German experts Wolf and Luzak, vitamin E is a stabilizer for youth and strong blood. If this is true, then dying cells will be replaced quickly by new cells. Dying cells is responsible for many diseases, including cancer, AIDS, HIV, leukemia, and so on. In fact, T cells that deteriorate is responsible for AIDS, certain types of cancers, herpes simplex, and so on. Middle aging is the process of healthy aging or unnatural aging depending on the whole pie and what story it tells. Middle aging in healthy living. When a person reaches middle age, they sometimes look back at the wasted years. Sometimes a person may wonder how they obtained wrinkles, illnesses, crow's feet, cellulite, and so on. As they continue to look back, they may wonder why they didn't take care of themselves. The answers were right in front of you then, so instead of regretting your past, start taking steps to slow further aging now. How body fat causes aging. As we start to age, normal body fat increases up to 30%. The fat will spread out over the body, which usually the stomach gets the highest volume of fat. The skin has less fat, which causes the skin to thin out. As the skin thins, it causes wrinkles to occur. Unnatural wrinkles occur when a person smokes or else exposes the flesh excessively to the sun throughout their life. As the skin thins, the functions and the body forms start to disintegrate, and aging continues to beg to be excused. Upon the declining phase, internal organ reactions or functions begin to decline as well. After a person turns 30, the body starts to send many other regrets. Declination continues downhill from there on out. The body's functional reserves helps the healthy aging souls carry on, since particular organs can pull the weight. As the person ages throughout his or her life, the person may need to take medications, vitamins, supplements, etc., which, due to the changes in the body, the person may experience effects from illness, environment, and toxins in the remedies and environment. This is because the immune system is weakened. As we grow older, the kidneys weaken as well. For this reason, the body is incapable of dismissing poisons that come from environmental elements. A person can benefit from chiro cleans at this point to maintain a healthier system. The herbal tea works to detoxify your system while trimming the poisons and unhealthy elements that you acquire. The tea is great for cleaning out the entire system. As we grow older, our body is unable to remove the medicines or drugs taking, which is why you would want to try chiro cleans. Since many people engage in lifestyles desk-bound these days or sedentary, and many people smoke, use drugs, drink excessively, eat unhealthy, etc., it is often hard for experts to determine normal healthy aging from unnatural aging. When a person lives unnatural lifestyles, the anatomy and the physiology aspects are overtly affected. This means that the nerve cells decline its action, which affects the basic useful unit of the central nervous system, CNS. The neurons make up the cell bodies. The cells die, which are replaced by living cells. As we age, the dying cells gather, and the living cells fail to reproduce newer cells to replace the older cells. This mark can lead a person to cancer or other types of deadly diseases. For this reason, you want to learn remedies about vitamins, supplements, etc. that restore dying cells. Of course, you are not capable of stopping nature from finally stopping living cells altogether, but you do have a chance to slow nature's process. One of the best solutions is exercise. Studies have shown that exercise is the #1 reason that people survive many diseases and aging. Once the cell bodies are affected, the dendrites in the brain start to decline also. When the dendrites start to decline, it is a sure sign that mental confusions will follow. When dendrites are affected in the brain, other areas of the brain are affected as well. As you can see, the chain of declination continues to decline until it finally reaches the main regions of the bodily functions. Your mind and body constantly changes as you grow older. The body and mind in healthy aging. As we all grow older, we notice many changes going on in our minds and with the body. At this time, the body and mind is saying you need to take charge and keep yourself active and in shape. Our health is very important and needs work every day to keep it in control. Getting older is something we cannot control, so taking charge now is very important. It is always best to start youthfully. Our diets change as we grow older, which the body starts to lose nutrients it requires to stay healthy. As we grow older, the body loses vitamins it needs to stay strong. You might want to think about taking a supplement to increase your daily vitamins, which you are no longer getting from your meals. Aside from meals, you also need activities to keep you strong. Activities play an exceedingly important role in keeping our bodies and mind in shape. As we age, we have a tendency to slow down. The slowness causes the bones to stiffen and the brain starts to slow down as well. Our brains and body need as much activities as they can get to help them from losing the ability to function as they should. Our bodies need exercise every day or as much as possible. Get yourself into an exercise program to keep the movement going, and it will help the brain at the same time. An exercise program can be done with a group, making it more fun, and you'll enjoy doing it with others and at the same time as you meet new people. Keep the body moving all the time so it doesn't get lazy and want to stop. Exercising will help you lose weight, tone up, keeps you from getting stiff, and will give you something to look forward to each day. If you get bored doing the same thing each day, try walking every other day for 30 minutes, and on the off days enjoy your curriculum with your new friends. When starting a new exercise program, take it slow and easy so you don't get sore. When you start something new, such as workouts, you are using muscles and parts of the body that were out of use. The muscles are tight, so you want to take it slow at the start. Begin with stretches always and end with your exercise with stretches as well. Don't stop once you've started a program. Keep going, and you'll notice a big difference. It takes time to see growth, but it will benefit you in the end. If you're feeling sick, don't always take it into your own hands. Some things have to be taken care of with medications, so if you're feeling sick, especially for more than a couple of days, you need to consult your doctor. See your doctor on a regular schedule for a checkup. He can sometimes catch something that you can't before it starts to develop. Your diet plays a vital part in maintaining your health. Being overweight is common, and it should be evaluated regularly by your doctor. If you're overweight, it can cause many things to go wrong with your system. Diabetes has become increasingly in young and old alike. Diabetes, if caught in time, can be controlled by medication and diet. Be sure to get the right amount of carbs, fats, and protein in your diet each day to help you keep the doctor away. A well-balanced diet slows down the aging process and makes you a healthier you. The best choice for keeping healthy as you grow older is to exercise first, diet next, visit your doctor often, and take control of your mind and body. Replacing hormones is something to consider when discussing healthy aging as well. Replacing hormones for healthy aging. Aging can affect all of us by changing our hormone levels. As we age, the level of hormone that is formed by our glands decline. Our glands produce the hormones and release them through the bloodstream. As we grow older, hormone production slows. To correct the slowness, sometimes hormone replacement is essential. Before you jump the gun, however, searching for replacement, take note that medical experts discovered that men who seek hormone replacement therapy should consider carefully. The replacement therapy is behind or part of the cause of prostate cancer. You want to check with your doctor always before taking any non-prescribed supplements, therapy treatments, etc. Our body produces two major hormones that are very important. We start to lose these necessary elements as aging progresses. Our body relies on estrogen and testosterone to keep our metabolism, sex reproduction functions, and so forth healthy. Testosterone is not only important for the men, but women too. Men need a higher level of testosterone. The hormones are what promote facial hair, larger muscles, and deeper voices. Testosterone is what makes the men seem younger and helps them to perform sexually, since it is their drive. As it lowers in men, they lose their sex drive. On the other hand, too much testosterone in our bodies can induce side effects, such as heart disease, and enlarge the prostate glands. For this purpose, you want to consult with your doctor before taking replacement hormone therapy. Estrogen is the other major hormone that our bodies need to help keep up with life in general. Women take estrogen to counteract menopause by taking a supplement directly by their doctor. Taking estrogen can also help reduce the risk of osteoporosis, heart disease, Alzheimer's disease. Estrogen therapy reduces our risks, yet side effects can lead to uterus or breast cancer. Some women experience blood clotting while others may not. In addition, some women have endured heart attacks and strokes after taking estrogen therapy units. Like all other supplements or treatments over the counter, one must consult with their physician before taking the treatments. Discuss the good and bad points of taking replacement therapies such as estrogen and testosterone. Do you have a hard time sleeping at night? Maybe you're lacking the melatonin hormone. The lack of melatonin is known to interrupt sleeping patterns as we age. Our glands produce melatonin and it slows down as we grow older. Studies show that while we are sleeping during the hours of 8 p.m. and 5 a.m. is when the hormone is produced the most. By taking melatonin supplements, it can help in the reduction of breast cancer and help to reverse aging along with improving our sleep. The side effects may include drowsiness. Melatonin can cause the blood vessels to constrict as well. It depends if your body has sufficient or deficient amounts. Again, talk with your doctor first. Melatonin, according to few, can cause heart conditions. Melatonin is dangerous to those diagnosed with high blood pressure. Like most things, it is very important to consult your physician before taking this supplement. Discussing the aspects of healthy aging. We have various aspects of the body to consider when discussing healthy aging. Our body produces hormones, cell bodies, neurons, and so on. When our body functions are interrupted, it affects the body and mind as a whole and determines how fast we will age. Still, you must consider that environment factors, doctors, medications, smoking, using alcohol excessively, and so forth plays a part in our aging process. In fact, we have to review normal aging versus abnormal aging when considering healthy aging. Hormones and all that good stuff in healthy aging is essential to understand. Hormones and all that good stuff in healthy aging. Stomach weight is associated with making the arteries age. Your arteries supply blood throughout your whole system, and if these become blocked, it can cause many problems for you. Obesity can lead to a heart attack, memory loss, the skin will wrinkle, and strokes can occur too, which is all caused from the blocked arteries. Your diet plays an important role in helping to keep these arteries clear. You need to include a certain amount of good fats in your diet, if nothing else, eating nuts for a snack. Keeping the mind busy and enjoying activity helps the brain, and it will help prevent depression, anxiety, and stress. Everyone seems to get these three things as we age because we slow down and don't get out enough. It is very important to be with people and get that exercise to keep your mind from thinking and worrying so much. Watch your diet, keeping it in control, and enjoy many activities. You'll feel and look better as you age. We can consider all the aspects, yet to find a clear vision of what healthy aging means to you, we have to consider hormones. The glands produce several hormones, including the human growth hormone, HGH. Science shows the body produces enough, but it doesn't release all of it as we age. The low levels of human growth hormone cause wrinkling of skin, reduction of energy, and sexual performance. Gray hair is incurred from hormonal deficiencies. The hormone will also cause increases of body fats and puts you at the risk of heart disease. You will lose muscle mass from deficient HGH, which can lead to shrinking of bodily organs. Studies were conducted that shown results from 26 men. These men were between the ages of 61 and early 80s. The studies shown that the supplement of human growth hormone slowed the aging process 10 to 20 years total. After giving HGH, these men showed improvements with enhanced muscle strength. The skin tone was enhanced as well as the memory. The overall aging has not been stopped, but important signs of maturity are improved. Vitamin A is known to help the eyes, but in recent studies it was discovered that it also helps release the human growth hormone. Just remember, when buying supplements in health food store, the labels are not always accurate. When taking any hormone replacement supplements, make sure that you consult with your doctor. Only he or she knows what is best for you. Since supplements, vitamins, or replacement therapies may include side effects, you want your doctor's advice first before administering these remedies. Women rely on estrogen to maintain healthy bones. Women need these hormones to reduce the risks of shrinking in bone density. Women will often experience symptoms that form into osteoporosis when estrogen is deficient. Estrogen will often slow as a woman ages, and usually after menopause the woman's lipid levels drop. This can cause high cholesterol also, since LDL increases. In addition, lipid levels when increased can lead to blocked arteries or coronary blood vessel artery disease. After a woman goes through menopause, she starts to age for the reason that the ovaries begin to slow the production of progesterone and estrogen. These major hormones control menstrual cycles, which stop at this point. Men rely on testosterone to maintain their youth. This hormone controls a male's sex drive, facial hair growth, and so on. We all have our hormones that perform many actions, yet in some instances we need replacement, especially as we grow old. Sometimes replacing the hormones will slow the aging process, thus promoting healthy aging. The many examples in the body's senescence or changes factor into healthy aging. Examples in how the body senescence in healthy aging. Each day we all face the possibilities of getting some type of illnesses. Each day we live, we face common colds, allergies, flu, pneumonia, joint injuries, and so on. Each day we live, we face the chances of reducing our life expectancy because at any moment someone could die from an accident or violence. Violence takes place in all our communities, which each day we all face the risk of becoming the next victim. Sure, you can spend your life in blindness believing that it can't happen to you, but what happens on the day it does happen to you or someone you love? Are you ready to face the reality then? If you build your strengths, you would prepare for the unknown or inevitable, because the fact is it can happen to you. Facing reality head-on is something many people dread. The fact is, when you face reality head-on, you are preparing to take action when the day arrives. For instance, if you prepare to prevent hurricanes or tornadoes from destroying your home, you are taking steps to live healthier and happier, since you will be prepared if that day arrives. Likewise, when you consider healthy aging, if you take steps now, you will be prepared to endure whatever doors open in your future, including disease, wrinkles, and so on. On this note, we are going to discuss a few ailments or conditions that all people may face as they begin to age. Your brain. Your brain is a natural gift that holds dendrites, blood cells, tissues, cells, etc., and all these elements channel down to your central nervous system, CNS. As you start to age, your brain will decrease its flow of blood, and your many levels of chemicals in the brain and body will decline as they go through the senescence of change. This means that your CNS will also decline its functions. Moreover, when you begin aging, your eyes are affected as well. As you grow older, the lens will stiffen. Your retina may feel less responsive to daylight or artificial light. In addition, your pupils may start to react slower. How the ears, mouth, and smell are affected. As you begin to age, you may find that your high-pitch hearing frequencies are less responsive. Your nose may not have the ability to identify scents or odors. In addition, you may not like the foods you once enjoyed since your taste will change as well. How aging affects the heart. Aging affects the heart. Aging causes the pulse acceleration to lower. Your blood and heart muscles will stiffen and decrease production. In addition, your heart may not respond to natural things it once responded to at one time. Your lungs will lose its ability to obtain air, moving it freely as it once did. Each breath you take will not carry the oxygen it once did to your blood. Aging will also change your liver. Your liver may reduce in size. Your liver may also decrease its blood flow. As you grow older and these elements of your makeup change, it will affect your kidneys, bladder, colon or large intestines, skin, immune system, metabolism, and your reproductive organs. A male will lose his reproductive organs' ability to function properly, since the prostate glands will enlarge. The male will also lose reproduction of testosterone echelons. In addition, the blood will cease to flow to the male organs such as the penis. As you grow older, you will experience many changes, which is why it is time to say now, it can happen to me, and do something about it. Living healthy and long while aging. Exercise is proven to keep a body fit. Exercise helps them to live a long, productive life. As we grow older, the bodily functions decline. If a person fails to stay active in their lifetime, the aging process speeds up full force ahead. If you work out when you were young, you will feel good for a long time to come. Exercise should include cardiovascular workouts. Aerobics is a great workout that helps you to work the heart. The workout will increase your heart rate as well as pump your blood so that it flows smoothly to the heart. You will also need to build strength to prevent injured joints. You may enjoy weightlifting to achieve a resistance workout. Studies have shown that those working out with weights can live a long and productive life. Experts conducted a study while dividing 3 clusters of men, which one group had a higher resistance since they lifted weights. The second group failed, as did the third grouping of men, since these people had little activities going in their life. The cluster of men were asked to walk great distances and at a particular length. During the study, experts found that those who worked out had lower cholesterol levels. Those who did not work out had a higher level of cholesterol. According to the experts and study results, resistance workouts can enforce freedom of blood flow and increasing improvement of overall strength. Weightlifting is proven to boost metabolism, which gives a person energy. In addition, the workouts will strengthen the muscles and provide you with the will to carry on throughout life while enjoying endurance. Those who fail to work out should be alert that the density of bones decrease. Once the bone's density decreases, the blood will slowly channel to the heart, which puts you at risk of heart disease. Weightlifting has proven to decline the risks of high cholesterol. In addition, working out will slow the aging process. When weightlifting, however, one should go at their own pace. It is unwise to lift more weights than you can handle. If you are working toward resistance, keep the weights low and the repetitions up. Repetitions on low-density weight scales will suffice, unless you plan to become the next bodybuilder. When working out, you should have someone with you in the event the weights are too strong. Having support at your side will protect you from injuries. Dieting to live a healthy aging life. When aging begins in your youth, we start to lose fibers, vitamins, and other nutrients. In addition, the dying cells increase while the living cells decrease. For these reasons, you want to add supplements or vitamins to your daily diet. A person should incorporate at least 30 grams of healthy fibers in their diet daily. Fiber will help reduce risks such as heart disease. Changing your diet now can help you stay on a schedule as you age. Some people find it difficult to change their diet since they are used to fast foods or unstable meal plans. You want to set a scheduled diet. eating 3 healthy meals daily. You will notice improvement by making your diet a goal, plan, and scheduled duty. We need to make changes as we are aging to live a longer lifespan. When setting your diet, consider grains, fibers, proteins, and so on. Eat plenty of veggies and fruits whenever feasible. Veggies and fruits are known to reduce the risks of diabetes, high cholesterol, heart disease, and even cancer. Fibers will assist in keeping your cholesterol and sugar levels in accord with its natural intention. Simplifying your life is a great way to live a successful journey. Simplifying lifestyles in healthy aging. As we age, the preservation and expenditures are sometimes more than we can afford to keep up our resistance. As you grow older, your decisions have to modify to your affordability. In view of the fact, you may need to consider moving to a low-subsidized project. The housing communities make life simpler for you. In the end, you will pay less, which clears up stress. This leaves you room to plan for your future. In the world, there are many housing projects, including the projects designed for seniors. You will find townhouses, condominiums, and apartments in your area. You have many options, i.e., you can lease, rent, or even buy some of the low-cost homes. If you lease or rent, however, the owners usually take care of the lawn, which makes your life simpler. When you move to areas where people are your own age, it often brings you rewards. You can meet new friends. New friends are great, which you can plan activities together as you work toward healthy aging. At clubhouses for seniors, there is always something happening as well. The clubhouses often provide seniors with free meals and fun. Some areas allow you to enjoy bingo. For a diminutive fee, one can join these housings while enjoying 2 or 3 meals per day. The meals are balanced and in proportion, which gives you added convenience. You can save time cooking as well as have 3 balanced meals each day. Perhaps you enjoy golfing. Alternatively, you would like to learn how to golf. If you enjoy golfing, perhaps you can find low-cost housing in your community where golf is optional. Many communities have low-cost housing near golf courses. Some areas offer golf lessons. While enjoying golf, you can meet new friends here as well. Our bodies demand that we enjoy activities on a daily scale. In view of the fact you want to keep your brain and body in active motion. Of course, you need to take time out to rest, yet planning activities and enjoying them daily will help you live a healthier and longer life. Learning golf will teach you new skills, which is always a great thing to acquire. Learning new skills, artistic quality helps one to stay in touch with self. Some community residential housing offers you the opportunity to enjoy musicals, poetry reading, lobbying, and so on. In the lobby areas, you may enjoy watching the evening news with the new friends you have met. In some areas, you will find projects that help to keep their seniors happy by taking them on short trips. You will enjoy people your own age while you learn, view new areas, and so on. Perhaps a group of seniors may visit supermarkets, shopping malls, and so on. Some areas that offer you such convenience also provide you transportation. What an added gain, since you can cut back expenses of high-priced car insurance, gas, maintenance, and so on. As you meet new acquaintances or potential friends, learn how to manage your time wisely. You want to learn to understand your friends by expressing your feelings. Expressing feelings is a great way to relieve the mind of stress. Put together your new life by discovering the meaning of life and your purpose. Also, discover your peace of mind as you socialize daily, finding new relationships to share your journey through life. Lastly, you want to listen to people around you, since you can learn how to manage your life by clipping out patterns which people have followed to live a healthy aging life. Preventing bone disease for healthy aging is essential. Preventing bone disease in healthy aging. Each day we live, we grow older, failing to see that our bones and muscles demand activities to continue strength, endurance, and resistance to life's nasty living demands. Our bones need continued activities throughout our lives, starting as a child. Until we turn 30, the bones continue to build. After this age, the bones begin to disintegrate. You can cut back on this degeneration process by taking care of your bones in youthful days. How it is achieved. Bone health is achieved through activities such as exercise. In addition, you maintain healthy bones by increasing calcium. Supplements are available which include the FDA-marked remedies to help reduce bone loss from natural aging. Taking calcium is very important during our entire life. Children should drink 2 cups of milk each day and adults 3 cups. Calcium in food is better to take than pills because you get more of it. Food sometimes doesn't have the right amounts in it due to the way it has been processed. Get that calcium in your body at an early age and keep it there. Besides calcium, however, your bones demand a mixture of magnesium. You will also need a healthy dose of phosphorus. Vitamin D facilitates calcium to flow through the bloodstream. Free-flowing blood makes a healthier you. To improve bones, we also need to start at an early age getting plenty of vitamin D. As we get older, we have a tendency to stay out of the sun more. Don't sit in the house all day. Rather, try to get outside around noon and get some sun with all those vitamin D rays. Supplements can be used, but again, the sun is better. Maybe take a walk for 15 or 20 minutes each day to get the sun. As we age into the later years of our life, we have to keep those bones strong. You can benefit from weight-bearing works such as walking. Keeping those bones strong will help you survive falls. Falls is one of the leading reasons of bone breakage or fractures, especially as we grow older. Unfortunately, adolescents don't realize the importance of taking care of our bones. As these adolescents pass puberty, however, their bones start to decline. Once a person reaches 50, the bones start to deteriorate, which puts you at high risk of fractures, disease, and breakage. As the bones weaken, the muscles and joints will also degenerate. Injuries can then lead to gouty arthritis, osteoporosis, and so on. The high risks of bone fractures are charted, which include hip fractures being the most common injury amongst the elderly. Hip fractures may sound like a minor ordeal, yet the truth is hip fractures are responsible for some deaths. Weak bones are avertible even once you are middle age. It's never too late to repair or mend our bodies. Staying fit is the key to preventing risks of disease, hip fractures, etc., since the bones will stay healthy. In view of the fact, you want to consider a daily schedule, which includes activities and exercise. You want to keep those muscles free to move since the muscles protect the bones. Stretch workouts and exercise will prevent your joints from feeling stiff as well, which joint supports the muscles and bones. When you exercise, you maintain weight. As you start to age, the body fat increases to more than 30%. This is too much added weight for the muscles, joints, and bones. Carrying around this kind of weight on the feet, legs, etc. will cause problems later. Maintaining your weight will help prevent and lower your risks of heart disease, bone disease, high blood, high cholesterol, diabetes, and so on. How is your lifestyle keeping you healthy? Lifestyles in healthy aging. Do you sweat the small stuff? Do you find stress has increased your life due to depressive episodes? Are you searching for a new lifestyle, yet find it difficult to relax and find answers? We have many options in the world which gives us the convenience of having fun while selecting a better lifestyle. When changing your lifestyle, you'll probably want to make decisions that will be hard, yet you can do it if you think about yourself and not others. Aging for most of us is not something we look forward to. Life can go on for many years. In view of the fact, we all need to learn how to relax and take care of ourselves so we can see a brighter future. We all need to make our life simple. Keeping it simple will help reduce stress. Sometimes we have to give up our long year-running homes where our children were raised. As one ages, the stress of preserving our home increases. Money usually becomes a big issue which causes stress. The maintenance and taxes alone are very stressful for someone that is living on a Social Security these days. How to decide. Do you plan to stay in the same area you live now? Do you prefer to live in a better climate? The questions demand an answer before mortgaging your home. If you plan to move to a better climate to live healthier, consider the climate. Many of us suffer from allergies, hay fever, or other ailments due to climate changes. If you plan to live healthier and reduce your risks of upper respiratory conditions, then consider your options before making a decision to move. You want to consider your budget as well. If you're living a fixed income, consider the low-cost housing projects. In your community, you may find housing projects for seniors. If you want to cut back your expenses without moving to another climate, consider these options. You will find housing for seniors, however, in other areas in the event you choose to move. Many housing projects for the seniors will provide you with links. The links are for your convenience, which includes free meals, cheap transportation, and so on. At the buildings, you will likely meet new friends, which makes life more purposeful and fulfilling. Once you've decided where you are going to relocate, it takes the burden off your mind. Don't get me wrong, there will always be some sort of stress in your life that you will not have control of. Now that you've made one of the biggest decisions about where you are going to live, start thinking about enjoying life. Join an exercise group or get some neighbors to join you for a walk. Walk on sunny days so your body gets natural vitamin D from the sun rays. The vitamins will help keep your bones strong. Exercising helps keep us fit, and it is a good way to meet new people while having fun. Don't forget to watch your diet and make sure you're getting enough vitamins to keep yourself healthy. If you're not sure what vitamins you need and how much, consult your physician. He can help you make a plan or send you to a dietitian to help you with it. Sometimes as we grow older, we don't eat as much, so supplement vitamins are needed. Your family healthcare provider can help you with this too. The world is filled with various lifestyles, so make your life your own by staying healthy and avoid sweating the small stuff. Making sound decisions is a great start to living free, which promotes healthy aging. Are you feeling like a new adventure? New adventures in healthy aging. Life is just another adventure if you really look into its channels. On the first day we are born, we begin a new adventure to healthy aging. After a while, we take our first baby step. Our muscles, joints, and bones have already started its progress of aging. Yet, we continue to use our muscles, joints, and bones throughout our life to balance our weight. As we reach puberty, despite the notion that we maintained activities, the muscles, joints, and bones begin to degenerate. After puberty, the declination continues, which our body and mind start weakening. Throughout our life, we depend on soluble fats to reduce heart disease. We depend on nutrients that prevent high cholesterol, which affects so many of us by not eating and exercising correctly. We understand that incorporating the right amount of fibers into our bodies daily will add bulk to our stools. It will speed up to come through and out of our body. High-fiber diets are something we rely on to slow cholesterol in which the liver produces. We use fibers to keep down the levels of cholesterol, which if increased we know can block the arteries. Throughout our youthful days, our body changes, yet as we reach age 35, the same body we took time to maintain starts to decline, i.e. the body functions start to decline despite the notion that we took time to provide what our bodies needed. Along some time in our life, we ask, do I need to lose weight? Many of us ask these questions followed by food binges, ignoring meals, and sitting on the couch hoping that we will lose weight. Well, couch potatoes, you missed the point, yet help has arrived. High-fiber foods links to potential weight loss and control. Because fibers carry throughout our bodies, it takes some excess calories along the way. Foods that are high in soluble fat are more filling. We eat less of them, and there is the loss of more calories. When trying to lose weight, be sure to consult with your doctor beforehand, because it might not be the best choice for you. Diet supplements can be harmful, even the fiber ones. Our journey continues. As we reach 40, we start to look back. Throughout our life journey, we have established a residence, vehicle, children, and more. Now that we are older, we find it harder to maintain or keep up with the bills. Seems the harder we try, the more difficult it becomes. You might say, I can't afford to live here anymore by the age you reach 50. The home taxes, maintenance, etc. is weighing you down. You start to wonder in your mind, what should I do? First, you must ask, do I enjoy traveling and meeting new people while learning at the same time? At this time, you begin because your situation requires adjustments. You take moments out of each day dwelling on what you need to do. You check into your community to find low-subsidized housing for seniors. You realize that one day you may be that senior resting in a community housing arrangement. If you vision this now, take action instead of waiting until you are too old to do something about your situation. Unfortunately, many older folks lose their homes, belongings, vehicles, insurance, etc. as they grow older, which causes them to sink into the world that leads to death. Now is the time to save your future by checking into community housing for seniors. Learn what these facilities have to offer you. In addition, if you like to travel, why wait until you are too old to move? Call your local travel agent to see if they have any outings planned in the future that you might like to take. Sometimes travel packages are cheaper and nicer because they make the entire plan and you just go along with the flow of things. Traveling can be educational as well as a relaxation time for you. Seeing new things and meeting new people are both educational. Seeing and going to new places, you'll be learning about things, and meeting new people, you'll learn how others live and enjoy their life. Who knows, socializing with others may build your relationships up for more fun and relaxation. Have fun with your new adventure and stay healthy. In life, socialism and physical actions take place, which slows down healthy aging. The social and physical environment slowing healthy aging. As we age, our mind and nerves are not as good as they were 20 years earlier. Living day to day brings a lot of stress into our lives. Some of the stress can be controlled, but not all of it can. Everyone will always have a certain amount of stress on a daily basis. The excess can either be your best friend or worst enemy. It takes you to make it your own. Are you a person that stays in the house all the time who does not know your next-door neighbor? Everyone needs to get out and socialize with other people. It will help you relieve the stress of being alone. Sometimes, being with other people, you can learn from them about how they handle stress just by observing and being welcoming. Get rid of as much stress as you can, or it will lead to depression, maybe a heart disease. Stress can cause many things to happen to your body. As aging progresses, our bodies lack the functions or abilities to maintain good health. You have control. Get out of the house and join an exercise group. Take in some vitamin D that comes from the sun by walking 15 to 20 minutes a day. Make it fun by asking someone to walk with you around the block. The sun is good for you if you know your limits on how much you can handle, and you can socialize too at the same time. Being around people is good for all of us. People teach you new things about life. Having friends or acquaintances prevents us from drifting into depression. Depression can be caused from many things. Being alone and just thinking about things you have no control over. If you become depressed for more than a couple of days, see your doctor, and he can give you medications and advise you on how to control it. Depression will take over your life, and when it does, you can't get out of it alone. Don't let this happen to you. What about your environment? Is there a lot of violence in your neighborhood, or do your neighbors argue often, keeping you awake at night? If the neighbors are making too much noise, talk to them and ask them to please quiet down because you can't sleep. As we age, our sleep is very important to our health. Losing sleep affects our mental capability as well as body functions. If we don't get enough sleep, we feel tired all the time. We stop enjoying activities and begin lying around the house, and maybe even too tired to eat. Is there a lot of violence in your area? Does your area have too many breaking and entering or stealing going on where you live? Violence and crime can scare all of us to the point that we're afraid to go outside for that 15-minute walk. Locking yourself in the house is not good, which depression will step in again. Maybe it's time for you to relocate to somewhere you're closer to family or to another area where you'll feel safer to be. We all need to be and feel safe, and if it requires moving to another location, then that might be the answer. Don't let things around you be a problem if you have to go to the area police. Maybe they can drive around the area once in a while to keep an eye on things. Safety is very important for all of us. Remember, we all need to socialize with others and be safe at the same time. As we age, things change every day, including the environment around us. Keep talking and enjoying your friends and check with others about safety. Maybe they can help you decide on how to handle it. Do you need a seeing eye dog to live a healthy aging life? Seeing eye dogs and healthy aging. Aging alone is hard on us all, yet being blind too does not make life easier. You have support, however. Being blind makes it hard to be independent, feel safe and secure, which could lead into stress and depression. Even if you have blurred vision but can't read, a guide dog might just be the answer for you or someone you know. With the help of a guide dog, one could live independently and go about living a normal life. Imagine living in darkness. This is when a qualified seeing eye dog could give someone the healthy life they deserve by guiding them to the light of safety. The feeling of being safe and still be able to have a social life could make one safer and healthier, knowing they have protection with them at all times. The giving of dignity and self-confidence that a guide dog can give a person is the most wonderful thing that has ever happened for the blind. There are also hearing ear dogs trained to keep their masters safe and help them live a normal and healthy life. Hearing ear dogs are trained just like the seeing eye dogs to listen and watch for danger, giving their master a safe environment. They too are to protect them and help give them a healthier and happy normal life. A seeing eye dog and the hearing ear dog have the life of 7 to 10 years, and then is retired and can be replaced. These seeing and hearing guide dogs are trained to watch where the master is walking, to hear and see things that might harm them in some way. People even work regular jobs with their friend beside them, guiding them through the everyday working tasks. Seeing and hearing dogs are trained to work, not play at all times, taking care of their master, always watching and listening. As we age, we need our exercise and socializing to keep us healthy. Being blind and not being able to hear are two very emotional things that can be very depressing, especially if they were not born this way. If at one time a person could see or hear normally, and all of a sudden diabetes or maybe even a stroke happens to cause them to lose their independence, they are naturally going to feel lost and be afraid. A dog is man's best friend and will give protection where and when it is needed. When someone decides they might want to have a guide dog but are afraid it might not work out for them, or can they trust each other enough to feel safe? The dogs and the new owners are trained together once the dog has learned their manners. The trainer will supervise during the training to teach the dog all your needs and the area so that he can guide you through a large city street even. Don't worry, these dogs are trained to keep you healthy, and happiness will help provide you with a healthy aging. Healthy aging means many things, and one of them is the independence, dignity, safe feeling of protection at all times. What better way to aging if you can't see or hear than to have a guide dog to be your best friend? If you can't see or hear and thinking about getting you a guide dog, do it soon. You will not forget the experience. Just think, you'll become more independent and will be able to stay alone and to have your own personal life again. Keep safe with guide dogs, since being blind puts you at a deeper and higher risk in society. Next, consider your workplace. The work environment in healthy aging. Healthy aging is sometimes risky during your working days. As a younger person, you go where the money is at. Then later you are sorry you worked there. Aging is hard to think about when you are in your younger years. Money is the only thing on our minds, and sometimes that isn't good. Sometimes we have to take what is available to take care of our family, and at the same time, we could be putting ourselves in danger later on. We all have had to work in places that were not good for your health, but we have to make a living to keep the roof over our heads. Some workplaces are not good to be in because of chemicals, dust, and smoke. Working in a wood shop making furniture isn't good for the lungs and can cause lung disease. Some machines require glue to put the parts together. Glue is something else that you can get fumes from into your lungs. Eventually, you may get too much sawdust or glue fumes into your lungs, causing cancer or asthma. Working in the coal mines is another bad place to work. Coal miners working as a lifetime worker is always at risk. The black coal dust gets into the lungs just like dust from furniture, and it can cause severe lung diseases. It is known that men have died from working so many years in the coal mines. The sawmill industry is the #1 dangerous job for anyone to work in. Working in a sawmill during the winter, which is the peak of the season, can cause the men to get sick from the cold. Respiratory problems can accrue from the cold weather. Trees fall and men are stuck under them, sometimes causing death to them and/or many injuries. As we age, our bones weaken and brittle, and when a tree falls on someone in their 50s, that isn't a good thing. Fishermen working in the fish industry have a hard and dangerous job to do too. Aging doesn't stop, and these men are out in the middle of the river somewhere, and the storms hit, sometimes turning the ship over. The work is heavy and dangerous, could cause them back injuries, they could drown. Still, you are in nature, so the job doesn't put you at risk as some other types of jobs. Truck drivers have a dangerous job, being on the road all the time with a schedule to meet in order to make the big money. Truckers will drive and drive with lack of sleep, endangering themselves and others too. Truckers on the road in the 60s are at risk since it isn't good for their health to be out on the road all the time. Their health will drop due to the fact that they eat many fast foods and lack of sleep. As the aging process advances on us, we all need to think about what we are breathing into our lungs or doing to our bodies. The diets we get at the workplace are not usually well balanced like they should be. Pushing ourselves to make money is harmful to our bodies and mind. The mind necessitates sleep in order to function properly the next day, and the body needs the right diet and sleep to help keep from breaking down and causing number of diseases and illness. Without the proper diet and exercise, our bones will become brittle and weak, causing fractures later on in life. Consider your workplace now so that you can live a healthy aging life. Helping you with healthy aging is important to me, so let's discuss the fountain of youth. Healthy aging and your workplace. More about your workplace and how it affects your health. Some places that you work at can be dangerous to your health. They can cause you a lot of medical and mentally problems. We know you have to work. Nowadays, if you don't work, you're not going to get anywhere. We are not telling you to run off and quit your job, but we want you to do your work safely. So take a long look into your work environment to see if you are safe or not. Does your environment affect your health? What are some of the jobs that are bad for one to do? Some of the jobs that are bad for your health are sawmills and other mills. The reason for this is because of the small grains that you breathe into your lungs. In sawmills, a person will breathe in the sawdust, which affects your respiratory system. Other types of mills, a person will breathe in and all the small grains like corn or wheat and whatever else they grain up. Breathing all this stuff can cause you to develop lung disease and/or lung cancer. Factories often cause bronchitis, allergies, and so on. People in the southern parts work in the coal mines. These people have it bad for the same reason. When the person visits the doctor, environmental factors are considered, which doctors often find damage due to the chemicals in the atmosphere or environment. Coal mines are filled with black sid. Black sid will cause diseases known as the black lung cancer. Once the disease is in your system, unless your doctor caught it at the first stage, usually a person is out of luck. Jobs may include the ones where a person has to spray to kill the weeds and the bugs. Spray is used to terminate Lyme also. The crops require such sprays to grow healthy, yet a person breathing in these hard chemicals are at risk. The chemicals do not only kill what they are spraying, but it ends up killing the person slowly. These chemicals could cause lung cancer or lung disease. Alternatively, if you are one of the lucky ones that don't get lung cancer or disease, you just might develop various types of breathing problems. What can I do to be safe while I'm at work? When at work and you want to stay safe, you have options when it comes to workplace. You can play it smart and ask your supervisor if a mask is available. A caring supervisor will have one ready for you. If your supervisor does not offer you a mask, then you take it in your own hands. Go to your local drugstore and buy one for your own safety. In addition, make sure you wear the mask. It will help you in the end, since you will be better off than if you do not wear it. What kind of mental problems can a job cause? All jobs come with stress we have no control over. However, you can learn to control the stress that is put on you. If you let stress control you, that is bad for you. Stress will take control if you let it. We all have deadlines to meet, as well as making sure we are doing our job the right way. Stress, if out of control, however, can lead to high blood pressure, heart disease, or even a stroke. Just remember you have all the control to handle the stress or to let it handle you. If you learn to handle stress and wear the mask, you will live a healthier life, so play it safe. Helping you with healthy aging. Wouldn't it be great if we could go to a fountain of youth and stay young forever? Yet, we all have to face the fact of getting old, since it's part of life. We have nil control over aging, since each year you will get older on your birthday. Until we are no longer able to be here on earth, we have to work to have a degree of control over healthy aging. Nevertheless, you have choices, which include some of the things you can do to help you feel younger. Do you recall that saying, you are only as old as you feel? If so, then take care of yourself so that you will feel younger than you are. What are some of the things I can do to feel younger? You have several choices, which includes exercise and diet. You have to eat 3 meals a day, which your family doctor can help you decide on the right diet for you. Then, while you are at the doctor's, you might want to ask him or her what kind of exercises you can do. Walking is a good exercise to do, but swimming is the best exercise that you can do as long as you swim in fresh water and not a pool. The bleach in the water isn't good for you. Swimming pools are great, however, since you can keep them as clean as you wish, providing you have your own pool. Remember, when you start out exercising, take it slow and be careful so you do not harm yourself. You can also take vitamins to help you as well. Vitamins will help to boost your mood. Vitamins will supply ingredients that boost your energy so that you can do what you want to do in life. You want to stay active to live in healthy aging. Some people are too busy to incorporate activities into their life to keep them healthy. Don't let this be you. Socialize with people and visit different places. Doing things that you have not done but always wanted to do in life can help. Perhaps you can take a trip to Paris or England. What are some of the things I need to stay away from? Some of the things you may want to stay away from are unwarranted stress. Stress will wear you down. Stress can affect your health, which in turn you feel ill. In fact, unwarranted stress is not good for the heart. Stress will make you feel depressed also, which shows stress is not good for the mind. Depression is not good for you either. This is another thing you will want to stay away from if you are equipped to avoid it. You will want to stay away from people that will bring you down in life. You need someone that will help uplift you, not wear you down. Remember, when you want to stay younger, you have to stay healthy. In order to do that, you have to exercise, eat right, and stay as active as you can. Adhering to the golden rules will help you to maintain and be healthy. Also, remember to visit your family doctor before starting diets, exercise, or taking supplements and vitamins. If you rely on over-the-counter medicines to treat colds, consult with your doctor first. What you take may be what costs your life later. Some over-the-counter medications are responsible for increasing the risks of heart disease, prostate cancer, and so on. In fact, some supplements are responsible for these illnesses as well. Take care and practice yoga. Enjoying yoga to live healthy aging. Yoga is a sort of exercise. Yoga assists one with controlling various aspects of the body and mind. Yoga helps you to take control of your central nervous system and more. Enjoying yoga on a daily scale will build you up, which you will notice changes, good changes, such as a boosted self-esteem. Your body will feel stronger also. For more than 5,000 years, people have enjoyed yoga. Yoga derived from the Indian nations, which many believe that the act has helped millions of American citizens take control of their body and mind. Yoga has proven to reduce stress, which promotes the nervous system, helping it to stay strong. Yoga, when enjoyed on a regular scale, is a great method to help you with many pressures. Yoga combines spirituality, exercise, positive thinking, breathing, and so on to help you enjoy healthy aging. The pros and cons in yoga. Yoga is a valued practice for many people worldwide. Yoga incorporates fitness, health, gymnastics, and training in a set of rules. Yoga helps you to maintain or lose weight. Yoga is a stress-reducing machine. Yoga will train your mind since it teaches you to control your thoughts through meditation and breathing. Breathing right is essential to yoga's creators. When you practice yoga, it keeps you in contact with your inner self. You learn to balance your mind and body, which leads to good health. Your emotions are controlled as well, which means fears, doubts, and other negative influences will not take control of your life. Rather, you will have control. As you practice yoga, you will feel comfortable with you and the people around you. The world will become yours since you learn to communicate effectively and stop sweating the small stuff. The cons in yoga includes that some types of yoga training is not right for everyone. Another con inside yoga is that you sometimes have to modify the workouts to benefit your body type and to withhold the workouts suited for your strengths. This is not a con necessarily, but it can be if you have to figure out where beginners start. How to get started. The first thing you should do is to see your family doctor. Make sure you are able to enjoy the type of yoga you choose. When your doctor approves of your choice of yoga steps, start out slowly. Guide your way to immediate exercising. Yoga will put you in connection with your spiritual side, so prepare to find a new you. When you first start yoga, perhaps you would benefit from joining groups that practice yoga. The group sessions may inspire you to continue your journey to healthy aging. Having support is essential for all of us, which yoga groups can become your support team. If you cannot find a group in your area, visit your local library. You can also purchase books that train you how to enjoy yoga. Videos are available as well. Where do I go after I've trained in yoga? After you have taken the steps to get started, you will need to find a quiet area that makes you feel comfortable. You want to avoid interruptions while practicing yoga. When will I notice the change in me? Like everything in life, you will not notice a change in you right away. It takes time to notice or feel the changes. If you do this like you're supposed to do on a regular basis, you will see some changes gradually. Keep in mind that yoga is teaching you how to control your mind, body, and emotions. Work with yoga, and yoga will work with you. Do you stay active by socializing with friends and family? Socializing to continue healthy aging. It is always a good thing to have friends, which you can socialize with. There are so many good things about being around people. It is difficult living alone without someone there to lend you an ear when needed. Unfortunately, we live in a world filled with consumed souls, which rarely take the time to share and listen to others. Still, you can find someone in the billions of people in the world who will listen. When you are alone, you feel lonely. At this time, your body and mind endures unwarranted stress from lack of socialization. Experts tell us all the time to get out and enjoy life, since withering away locked behind the walls of your home will affect your health. What problems can non-socializing cause? Non-socialization can affect your mind and body. Usually, a person who refuses to socialize will sit around dawdling in self-pity. The mind starts to stress out, which leads to depression. While you may enjoy being alone, away from stressful relationships, you need balance, and sometimes you need company. You need to be active so you stay healthy. You need to socialize with people like you need the sunshine. Without socialism, you will feel tired and sick all the time. Why is socializing good for me? Socializing is good for you since it gets you out to meet other people. As well, you keep active, which is great for building and strengthening the bones, joints, and muscles. Studies were conducted with proven results stating that those who stay active can live to healthy aging. What can I do to meet more people? There are many ways to meet people. You can visit your local stores and meet new people. Taking a walk is a great way to say hi to passers-by. You never know, you might find a friend for life. Maybe you would like to go to a local church. Church is a great way to meet people. Perhaps you can get involved with church groups and join in group activities. Give your time to a local shelter for people in need. That would be a wonderful way to meet people. Maybe at your place of employment, you can become familiar with one of your fellow coworkers. Getting out to enjoy the world is a great way to live a healthy aging life. If you just sit home, you are waiting for something to happen. You are missing all of the things the world has to offer you. When you sit home alone, your health will slowly fade away. At what time your health diminishes, you will feel sickly. You have to get out and enjoy life. This way you will stay healthier and enjoy life to the fullest. Staying active will make you happy, and you will have more of a healthier life. One thing you want to keep in mind as you age, your bodily functions start to change. You will notice these changes. One of the first things that start to decline is the musculoskeletal system. This system is designed to give you strength and energy. When this system starts to degenerate, you have less time to spend in the world. To keep the system healthy, one must exercise, eat right, and socialize. When you socialize, activities will follow. As you see, socialism provides you with a means to carry forward in life without weakening the musculoskeletal system. More than aging alone will cause it to degenerate. You have options. On this note, take action now to live your healthy aging life with success following your every path. Do you deal with diabetes? Dealing with diabetes to enjoy healthy aging. Learning to deal with diabetes is never easy. It is bad enough we have to live in a greed-based world filled with confusion, violence, media junk, and so on. Still, those with diabetes can live healthy providing they adhere to diet, medications, and exercise. Diabetes is a serious condition. The disease is the mother of all diseases in the world, and it is a killer. What is diabetes? Diabetes is a disease that you can get if you do not eat right or take care of your body. Genetics play a part in diabetes as well. In fact, hereditary is a hard cause of the problem. The disease can cause blindness. The disease can lead to amputation of legs or feet. Diabetes is a disease that when your body does not produce enough insulin to break down sugar in the bloodstream. Diabetes includes two types, yet various levels are considered. Diabetes includes diabetes insipidus and mellitus. The first diabetes is when your body is incapable of producing enough insulin to do what it is supposed to do. This type of diabetes is treatable. You will need medications, exercise, and strict diet to maintain your health. Diabetes mellitus has 5 types. Each type results from insulin interruptions, whereas the system is disrupted. The disruption causes chaos within the body's ability to function. The body cannot act naturally, and it takes in insulin shots to treat this condition, depending on the type. How would I know that I had this disease called diabetes? If you go to your doctors on a regular basis, your doctor will monitor your health. If you have family history of diabetes, let your doctor know so he or she can conduct random testing. A glucose test is necessary to find diabetes. Blood lab tests are useful to spot diabetes. What you should watch for. Drinking but not filling your thirst quench. If you feel fatigue often and don't know, then you should be tested. Diabetes, depending on the type, makes a person feel weak, endure pain, lose weight, gain weight, etc. The disease is so confusing to the bodily functions that it doesn't know the direction to head. What can I do to help me not to get this disease? No one has control over disease but you. If you adhere to regular checkups, the doctor can spot the disease at an early stage, which the disease then can be managed. You need to eat right and do exercises daily to help maintain your weight, since diabetes takes delight in feeding the disease to the point of death. What happens to those with diabetes? Unfortunately, the disease is not partial. The disease targets young and old alike. Once the disease develops, it puts the person at risk of blindness. Some people lose their legs or other limbs resulting from diabetes. Most people with diabetes are at risk of kidney failure. If you already have diabetes, then listen to your doctor and follow all instructions. One of the top recommendations to diabetes patients is to consume much fluids. Your body is losing fluids as diabetes drains your bodily organs of all its natural elements. You will also need to avoid saturated fat foods and basic sugars. In addition, your doctor will need to test you regularly to control your illness. You want to take care when diabetes is present since it can lead to meningitis, headaches, tachycardia, dehydration, muscle weakness, pain, and so on. In addition, you may endure blurred vision, sexual dysfunction, slow healing, and so on. Again, diabetes is a killer, so take care of your health. Controlling disease in healthy aging. Once you have learned that you have an illness like cancer or heart disease, it can be hard on you mentally and emotionally. At this time, you want to take control of your disease. When you feel like giving up, you only allow the disease to take control of your life. Remember, you have people who care about you, and when you give up on them too. How you can help you live through healthy aging. The first thing you have to do is accept the fact that you are sick. This can be hard for you, but if you are mentally able, you have to do this. Once you've accepted it, it is easier to move ahead and take the next step. Acceptance will help you to better understand your disease. Remember, you are not the disease. The illness is something that is reducing your abilities to function healthy in life. Still, you can function healthy by taking necessary actions. You can get the information off the internet if you would like to learn more about your condition. Learning will help you by allowing you to understand your disease. In fact, learning will help you to find interventions, preventions, and perhaps cures for your disease. You can talk with your doctor as well. Learn what you can from your family doctor. Once you have accepted what you have and have learned about it, then you can move on to the next step, which is to live your life to the fullest. Do what you can do while you can. Go see places that you would not normally. How will my disease affect me emotionally and mentally? It depends on the disease, but most illnesses we can safely tell you causes depression. You may feel like being alone. At times you will endure mood swings and not feel like having anyone near you. You may feel hopeless. How would I get a second opinion? Getting a second opinion is always important if you've been diagnosed with any disease. You can start with talking to your family doctor to see what he or she may think. Although a second opinion is good for you to have, if you're not feeling comfortable, you want to continue seeking advice. It is in your best interest to find a qualified doctor to give you a second opinion. Sadly, you may have to visit a few doctors to find one that makes you feel comfortable. What can I do to help myself? We all have the power to help ourselves. We can take action by eating right. We can improve our health by taking vitamins and supplements intended to fight disease and make you stronger. You want to socialize and avoid isolating yourself. Be social and don't stay in your room crying to yourself. Doctors persistently ask their patients to express their feelings. Expressing your feelings is helping you to fight for healthy aging. Make sure you make all your family doctor's appointments. You want to stay on your toes when dealing with disease. Visiting your doctor regularly will help you stay in control. When you feel blue, walk. If not outside maybe, you can walk around your house. Walking will help you to stay strong. You may benefit from participating with a support group of some sort. We all need support, yet having someone that understands your disease makes better friendship. At meetings you can vent your emotions. What a wonderful way to follow doctor's orders, thus expressing your emotions. You also want to consider friends who will allow you to express your emotions. If you don't want to go out and be around your friends, then why not get a pet as a friend? They can help you through this as well. They will walk with you and play with you and be your best friend through all this. Did you know that vitamin E was discovered to reduce disease? Vitamin E and healthy aging. Did you know that at least 200 UI daily of vitamin E can help you fight various diseases? Studies found that alpha-tocopherol, or vitamin E, has proven to fight particular diseases. Studies show that vitamin E may help with oxygen preserving and potentially offers cure for various diseases. Taking 200 IU daily may trim down up to 40% or more of oxygen preserves, which controls bodily organs and the heart. The vitamin seems to have an anticoagulant that has proven to support the overall bodily functions. Vitamin E was discovered to reduce blood clotting and can help prevent heart disease. The vitamin is said to assist with dilating flowing blood vessels. This means the heart will receive the blood it deserves to stay healthy. Vitamin E has also been linked to an anti-aging solution. Many doctors believe that this helpful vitamin will stabilize a person's overall development or maturity. In fact, German doctors called vitamin E the fountain of youth. In extensive studies, vitamin E was found to promote blood flow. According to the findings, vitamin E, when present, is a resistor to aging. Vitamin E is linked to promoting hemoglobin. Since aging has an unknown effect on blood cells and bone marrow, doctors believe that vitamin E's support to hemoglobin is a potential solution to solving disease related to hemoglobin. Our hemoglobin structure detains oxygen for an extended time, which means that oxygen will flow smoothly. Vitamin E has been linked to reduced risks of disease, since it is said that oxygen will stay within the cavities of hemoglobin at a lengthier time. This means that the person will live a healthy, youthful life. Sometimes, as we grow older, the blood that forms in our system slows. Vitamin E works to allow blood to flow smoothly. In view of the facts, doctors found that this vitamin may reduce the risks of anemia. Vitamin E was discovered to perhaps purify the blood, which allows it to flow smoothly throughout the body. As we grow older, our body experiences many changes, which prompts aging plaques. These plaques, when built up, will cause wrinkling, sagging, crow's feet, and other aging signs. Vitamin E works to maintain metabolism by potentially keeping away fatty acids, which are saturated. Learn more about hydrocarbons and peroxides, which are aging toxins. At what time saturated fats join with vitamin E to slow aging? We need a degree of fatty acids, yet when the acid builds, it creates elements that promote aging. Vitamin E has shown signs of controlling the blood fats, keeping the fats at bay. Blood fat is also linked to aging. Therefore, we can see that vitamin E has much to offer. Yet some experts argue that vitamin E has side effects that could cause harm. Many other experts uphold the ability of support that vitamin E offers. Vitamin E has also shown signs of reducing ailments of the muscles. The healthy regimen of vitamin E daily, according to experts, can reduce arthritic symptoms. According to experts, arthritis and its sister components may link to rapid aging. Vitamin E has shown to reduce leg cramps. In fact, studies were conducted by qualifying doctors who tested their patients. The patients complained of leg cramps, which doctors recommended vitamin E. During this particular study, the patient who ceased vitamin E reported cramping in the legs. The patient was asked to start up the vitamin once more, and when he returned to visit his doctor, the leg cramps ceased. The studies were conducted at the California or American Colleges of Physicians. To learn more about vitamin E and what it can do for you, research your topic to find your purpose. Eating right takes time and skill, since it often is harder than people believe to achieve their goals. Eating right in healthy aging. You have to eat right in order to stay healthy. If you do not eat right, your body does not receive the nutrients it needs to stay healthy. You have to eat so it fuels your body. Similar to a motor vehicle which you add gas to travel, the body requires food that promotes energy, making it go. Too much food is not good for you, and not enough of the right food can be harmful to your health. Choosing good foods to eat. Not all foods are good for you, yet liver is loaded with iron, which is good for your blood, but too much of it isn't good for you either. Fruits and vegetables are good for you, but again not too much, because the fruit will turn into sugar, and that's not good for you. Too much may give you the gibes, especially if you have to watch your weight. You can get high cholesterol as well from food if you're not careful. High cholesterol can lead to hardened arteries, which follows by strokes or heart attacks. So you need to eat, but watch what you are eating and how much of it in a day's time. How will I know if I am not eating right? When you go to your doctor, he will tell you if you need to go on a diet. Your doctor will be able to tell by your weight. Then he may put you on a diet to lose weight or a diet to help you gain weight. He will tell you what to eat and how much, as well as what not to eat. Then he may tell you to exercise every day. You have to be able to burn up what you take in so it will not turn into sugar or fat. Remember that you should try to feast from the 4 food groups. Try to make sure that you only eat the amount you're supposed to and get your exercise that you need to make you healthy. You can always call your family doctor to ask him how to do something if you don't know how. They will also help you learn how to count your calories as well. It is a big job when it comes to dieting. You have to know how to count your calories and weigh your food. If you don't, you are not going to do what you're supposed to do. The world is filled with support groups that will help you if you need support. More than likely, you can go to your local hospital and they will know how to get you in touch with a group. These groups are great. The groups will give you support during the time that you need help. At group meetings, you will meet people with the same problems you have, and you can give each other the support. Just remember to set a goal, but don't make it so high that you can't do it and give up. Start out a little at a time, and then as you get better, you can increase your plans. In addition, whatever you do, try to stick to it. It takes willpower and control. Willpower, the master. Willpower is a powerful mechanism inside you. If you want to find this willpower, take a seat, sit down, and talk with you to see what you can find. As you learn more about you, you will gain willpower that takes you beyond your abilities, which means you will have a healthy aging in the future. Did you know working promotes healthy aging? How working promotes healthy aging. Working is a good way to stay on top of your health. Many things about working make a person feel good both inside and out. The knowing that you can do something to make a difference on people's lives is a great inner feeling. How does working make me happy? Working will keep you healthy by keeping you in shape so you can maintain. Working forces the brain to continue processing, which is good when one is trying to stay healthy. Work boosts your self-esteem. Your self-esteem, when satisfied, will be so high you will not know what to do with it. You won't feel depressed since the stress is less on you. Just knowing that you are going to meet your bills on time will give you a peace of mind. There is a lot of reason why you should work to stay healthy. Take someone that does not work. These people are always sick and depressed, stressed out and not knowing which direction to turn. However, if they were working, they would be feeling like a new person that can walk over a mountaintop. If you are working, you don't have time to sit and stress over things like paying your bills. You know that you will be able to pay them on time. In addition, you will not be stressing about things that you can't change in life, like maybe a bad marriage or the children moving out of the house. You will be able to go to work and come home a new person and love the change. What can stress do to you? Stress can do a lot for your mental as well as physical reactions. You have to be able to control your stress to avoid illness. Being stressed out all the time can cause you to go into a depression and not be able to get out without your doctor's help. When you feel stressed, it often brings you down. You feel worn and often feel like nothing in life will help. Stress begins to burden you, which affects your health, and in time, you will not have control if you do not take control now. Stress will cause you to lose weight or even gain weight. Stress can cause headaches, which seems to continue. As you allow stress to take over, it gradually breaks down your immune system. This is when you experience sickness, colds, flu, etc. Depression follows. Symptoms appear similar to common stress. At this point, the mind takes over, playing tricks to confuse you further. Some of the things that depression can cause are either too much sleep, where all you do is sleep, or not enough sleep, making it hard to sleep. You will find it hard to achieve a good night's sleep. Now we see fatigue during wake hours accumulating. Some people that are depressed gain weight. Often they sit around sinking in self-pity, which means activities are out of the question. Now the muscles start to deteriorate, since these natural sources need activities to survive. As the depression continues, the person starts binge eating, or not eating enough foods. Now we have a problem, since the intestines and other vital organs will sustain damage. The person often feels saggy, naggy, and unwilling to exercise. Now we have more problems. Can you say, "Hello, obesity"? As you can see, in the end, it pays to work, since you will feel better about you. The muscles and joints require consistent movement to promote health. Learn how you can keep those muscles and joints happy by learning more about healthy aging. Fighting high cholesterol in healthy aging. Too much cholesterol causes many medical problems for one. Cholesterol is something that clogs the arteries in your heart. In addition, cholesterol, when out of control, could cause massive heart attacks or a series of strokes. What can I do about my cholesterol? If your body has too much cholesterol, it isn't good for you. You have the power within you, however, to take control. Failing to take control only leads to problems. The problems will accumulate, wear you down until finally abnormal aging takes your life. You can gain control by exercising each day and eating the right foods. Visiting your doctor regularly is another way to work toward healthy aging. Your family doctor will give you medication to take to help lower your cholesterol. When you have high cholesterol, you have to eat right and exercise daily. To lower your cholesterol, take action now. It will take some time to get your cholesterol at bay, but it will happen if you take action now. You also want to take time out for yourself, activities, socializing, etc., to keep your cholesterol at bay. When cholesterol is out of control, the cause comes to focus, which is arteriosclerosis. If you lower your cholesterol by taking action now, you can avoid strokes, heart attacks, and even death. Learn more about statins to control cholesterol. You can also avoid smoking to lower your cholesterol. In addition, you can lower your risks of diabetes, heart attack, and obesity, and so on by controlling your cholesterol. Keep in mind that high cholesterol problems include the worst-case scenarios and the not-so-bad. The worst type is the LDL. HDL cholesterol at higher levels is a good thing. If these levels combined with triglycerides increase, thus your chances of stroke or heart attacks are high. What kind of foods has cholesterol? There is cholesterol in all foods unless it has cholesterol-free on the package. Some food has more in it than others. Like your cooking oils and grease has a lot of cholesterol in it. Some of your bread has cholesterol. Eggs are very high in cholesterol foods, and so are your butters. You have to read the back of the packages to determine the level of cholesterol. What can happen to me if my cholesterol is high? The only way that you can tell if your cholesterol is high is to go to your family doctor and get a blood test. If you go to your family doctor like you're supposed to, you will have it checked in the blood they draw. However, some of the things that can happen to you if it is high is that your arteries will harden. This means your body is building fats and too much cholesterol. The normal or average reading should be 140 or 130 over 200 milligrams per DL. If you can maintain this level, you will be okay. If the cholesterol gets out of hand, it hardens the arteries. This means the blood will not flow through to the heart, making it to pump naturally. The heart will pump at unnatural rates, working harder to keep you alive. High diastolic is high cholesterol that increases risks of heart attacks, since your heart doesn't get any blood to it due to clotting or breaking of blood vessels. Then there is stroke, which is when the brain don't get enough blood due to oxygen decrease to it because of clotting or broken blood vessels. High cholesterol puts you at risk of diabetes also, since it affects the hemoglobin. To learn more, visit your doctor. Healthy aging and a good night's sleep. Healthy aging is getting a good night's sleep. As we grow older, we need to stay active to keep our bodies and system in shape. The older a person gets, the less our bodies want to function, so keeping it in shape is very important for all of us, even the younger people. Sleeping is very important to all of us as we are aging. Aging brings on a different sleep pattern, and we need to learn how to control it so when it is time to sleep, we sleep well. It is normal as we age that it becomes harder to get a good night's sleep and feel rested when we wake up. Sleeping is as important as our diet and activities. Did you know that it is hard for a woman to sleep more so than men in their aging years? Women have more tendencies to feel stressed out more, and they sometimes are just too busy to get themselves into an exercising routine. If you don't get enough sleep at night, it will reduce your alertness during the day because you're tired. Long periods of sleepless nights can cause high blood pressure, and it isn't good for the heart either. There are many reasons why some people can't achieve a restful night's sleep. Sometimes you might sleep, but it is a light sleep, and we need to have a deep, restful REM sleep. Sometimes you may awaken during the night from pain, perhaps caused from arthritis. Sometimes you may experience heartburn, which causes you to get less sleep. Snoring or feeling depressed sometimes can also cause you to lose sleep. You may have a stressful day followed by the lack of sleep. Muscle spasms can also cause a person to lose sleep. How you can reduce the problems that cause you to lose sleep. Caffeine, alcohol, and nicotine can cause us to lose sleep. Try not to drink liquids before going to bed and stop smoking. Smoking is not only harmful to your body, but it can cause you to lose sleep. Excessive noise in the house, the TV or radio in the bedroom, and snoring are some more reasons that can keep us from sleeping. Don't try to go to bed and watch TV or listen to the radio. This will only keep you awake longer. You can learn to enjoy exercises to reduce muscle spasms and/or arthritic symptoms. You can also reduce eating unhealthy foods that cause heartburn or drinking caffeine-based substances before you go to bed to improve your sleeping pattern. Do you have a pet that sleeps with you? Even though you think they are giving you comfort, it could cause you to lose that precious sleep you need. You may not realize it, but every time your pet moves, maybe snores, you can hear this while sleeping. Maybe you might have to get your pet a bed and let him sleep on the floor next to you. If you have allergies, your pet may be the cause, which can make you lose sleep as well. Napping is not good if you take one during the day for more than 25 minutes. I realize that maybe you're not getting enough sleep during the night and you get tired in the afternoon. However, when you lie down during the day and sleep for a long time, when it is time to go to bed, you have just enough sleep that you're not as tired. Before you lie down to rest, you should also consider drinking a warm glass of milk. Studies have shown that warm milk helps a person to relax. The aging body faces many changes. The aging body in healthy living. The body goes through many changes starting at adolescence. As a person ages, the brain, eyes, ears, mouth, smell, heart, liver, lungs, kidneys, bladder, colon, metabolism, and so on starts to change. The body functions start declining, which affects reproductive organs, blood, cells, tissues, and so on. To slow aging, one must exercise, eat right, and continue visiting their doctors. Doctors are essential since these caring souls take time to monitor your bodily functions. Doctors will consider environment, overall health, hereditary factors, and more to maintain your health. Who studies aging? Geriatrics are the men and women in the branches of medicine that study seniors or aging. The experts often focus on aging or the aged, since the majority of disease all start in later years. In view of the fact, geriatrics study the syndromes and diseases simply because one disease that affects the young will affect the elders in a different light. For instance, if a younger person has a thyroidal problem, it may cause them to feel cranky, gain weight, and so on. However, if an older person has a thyroidal problem, they may sink in and reduce themselves into depression. Compare the diseases. If an older person has a thyroidal condition, they may feel depressed, confused, withdrawn, fatigued, confused, and will lose memory. If common doctors noted these changes, they may deduce dementia or Alzheimer's disease, since the symptoms are in the like. Therefore, someone has to focus their attention on aging only to understand the changes that older persons go through. Older people are subjects to Alzheimer's disease, which is a progressive brain dysfunction. The disease causes massive memory loss, which the person will shrink back to infancy in time and finally die. Older people are subject to aortic aneurysm, which is a disease of the aorta where the walls start dilating, rupturing the main functions and gradually causes death. Older people are subject to atrophic arthritis, which is in harmony with vaginitis. This condition causes the urethra as well as the vagina to shrink. As the organs thin the tissues, various symptoms emerge, including burning sensations. The person may feel pain during sexual intercourse, with the burning sensations during urine release. A typical doctor could confuse this disorder as some sort of infection or sexually transmitted disease, STD. Of course, the average doctors receive valuable information from the study groups of senior citizens. For this reason, the doctors stand alert to challenge aging symptoms rather than confusing the symptoms with other diseases. Elderly people are subject to bed sores. Due to prolonged force, this condition causes the skin to break down. In addition, elderly people are subject to cataracts, which the lenses are clouded, causing impairment of vision. Diseases such as benign prostate hyperplasia often develops in the older generation of men. This condition causes the prostate glands to expand larger than normal. Urine is blocked when this condition emerges. Understanding what you are potentially facing as an elder person or youthful person can help you get ahead of this aging game. While we have no control over aging, we do have the ability to slow aging. To slow aging, you will need to learn preventive tactics and so on. Ask your doctor to provide you pamphlets that help you understand common aging disease. Elderly people face ongoing declinations of the body changes and can lead to chronic lymphocytic leukemia. This disease progresses in a later stage and grows. The condition can grow into malignant leukemia, which is cancerous. Finally, elderly people are potential victims to diabetes type 2, glaucoma, hypothyroidism, arthritis, Parkinson's disease, and so on. Don't be the next victim. Take action today. Do you communicate with your doctor regularly? How communication promotes healthy aging. It pays to communicate freely with your healthcare manager. When you communicate freely, you cut back the risks of various diseases that affect the elderly. Studies show that people who frequently discuss their health with doctors live a longer and healthier life. How far communication stretches. Communication reaches further, however, than verbal words. When your doctor reviews your health, you should be willing to participate. Participation includes joining your doctors to find treatments or cures for your condition. In addition, you can communicate well with your doctor if you take the time to learn about healthcare, medicines, illnesses, and so on. You not only stay informed, but you can help your doctor find treatments when the condition is swaying. For instance, if you are diagnosed with osteoarthritis and have knowledge of the condition, you can provide your doctor pointers when the condition causes confusion. Arthritis is commonly seen in older people. One of the leading causes is due to injuries and bones that hadn't healed during the injury. The patient may have lacked knowledge to strengthen the bones, muscles, and joints, thus the condition led to arthritis. Hereditary factors key into arthritis as well as according to few experts. It is up to your bone structure and genetics that decide if you get arthritis. Contrary to these theories, it may be worthwhile learning since arthritis is treatable when you catch it at its earliest stage. Alzheimer's is a mental disorder that affects the intellectual functions. At the earliest stage, doctors state that cures are available. The problem is, due to lack of knowledge from learning, many elders visit the doctors at the later stage. Now we do not have a cure. Now, if these people would have taken an interest in their own health and various disorders that interrupt elders, thus they would probably miss dementia. Dementia derives from Alzheimer's disease, which at this stage the disease starts progressing. Cancer is another disease that affects millions of our older generation. Cancers, according to experts, may have a chance if only the patient would have taken the time to study and learn. As well, if the patient would have visited the doctor regularly, if the patient would have studied health care, thus this patient may had a cure. Since few people take the time to learn about health care, we have a world filled with patients dying from cancer, since no cures are available. On the other hand, new studies have shown that the blood from newborns' umbilical cord may heal certain types of cancer. The blood is frozen after tested and stored to treat leukemia or other cancer patients. The blood creates new cells at rapid paces, which is great for restoring dying cells. As we grow older, the dying cells accumulate while the living cells degenerate. Perhaps these studies of medicines has found their cure. When you take time to communicate with your doctor and study health care, you will have the time to live for healthy aging. Keep in mind the body's functions begin to decline when you turn 30. In spite of the facts, when you are young, it is time to take action by communicating with your doctor regularly and learning more about healthy aging and disease. Food for thought. To stay healthy, you will need a primary health care provider. You will need to continue visits, participate in testing, cures, treatments, and so on. You will need to contact your doctor when symptoms emerge, which you know by now since you took time to learn about disease before it was too late. Do you keep medical records? How keeping medical records promotes healthy aging. Most people wander through life taking notes from observing others, yet they fail to take notes to save their health as they age. Medical records are kept by doctors for years, and these men and women do this to keep track of your health. If the doctor cares enough to take care of your health, why shouldn't you? How to keep records. You will need a journal. In the journal, you want to record dates, time, place, etc. of your hospital stay. If possible, jot down the diagnostics and doctors who served you. Write their names in the journal. You want to record your family's medical history. Jot down each person in your family tree and name the diagnosis. For instance, if your family has a history of diabetes, jot it down. On pen and paper, jot down any information that will help your doctor monitor your health and make accurate diagnosis in the event an illness occurs. Do not rely on your memory. In time, you may not have memory, since your family may have history of Alzheimer's disease. When you use medical records, keeping them on paper, make copies. Put the copies in safe hands, someone you can rely on, as you grow old, to give the copies to you in the event you lose your copies. Put all your copies in a safe area. You want to keep records of vaccine shots or immunizations. You want to keep records of lab visits, results, conditions, and treatments you obtained. The records should be updated annually. For instance, if in 2000 you were diagnosed with a disease that caused your liver to shrink, but the disease was curable, write it down. The next year, if you notice in similar symptoms, record the new information in your journal. You want to give copies to your doctor as needed. Once you write your medical journal, you can move to research illnesses you might have had at one time. For instance, if in your history you had a repetition visits of colds, learn more about the upper respiratory system. If you had other illnesses throughout your life, take time to study these illnesses. Understanding the illnesses moves to acceptance, which moves you to prevention. Prevention is the key word you want to focus on when it comes to your health. As you age, your body's functions start to decline its actions, which puts you at high risk of disease. Using your records, you want to study illnesses you may have had throughout your lifetime. In addition, use your records to study genetic disease. For instance, if you have a family history of diabetes, research the subject. Take notes on diagnostics, treatments, cures, and so on. If you follow this friendly advice as you start to age, you will have advantages. For instance, in the future, if you are diagnosed with diabetes, you would have knowledge. The first thing you will note is symptoms. You would know that the symptoms include prolonged hunger feelings, fatigue, dizziness, etc. You would take notes on symptoms that emerge when you feel sick and immediately contact your family doctor. You are at the doctor's office now taking lab tests and so forth to find out what is wrong with your body. Once you leave the doctor's office with your results, you will feel relaxed, since you know that catching diabetes at an early stage gives a doctor the opportunity to slow or cure the mother of all living diseases. This silent tormentor is a notorious killer that everyone should understand. To learn more about healthy aging, seek more information online, at your doctor's, or visit your local library. Conclusion. Elderly people face many potential diseases. It is always wise to learn ahead of your aging to stay updated on disease and aging. Aging is not curable, yet you have resources to slow aging. You have many open doors waiting for you to find ways that you can slow the aging process. Remember, aging is natural. Aging is a part of life, yet this part of your life means that your body changes. Don't ignore those senescents. Rather, allow them to show you the way to healthy aging.